welcome aboard. Happy Friday. It's good to see you all. I hope you're doing well. I'm back. I took my vacation. I had a good time. A couple of weeks ago, I had a little procedure taken care of. Wasn't really in the mood to stream after that. Last week, I was on proper vacation. And, yeah, here we are. My wife's birthday was yesterday. So, we ended up going to a friend's house, and the friend made a dish called alcatra, Portuguese dish. It's it's like braised beef in a clay pot that's been cooked for like 12 hours. It was beef and marrow was in there, and obviously garlic and wine and onions, and I don't even know what all was in there, man. It was delicious. It's fantastic. But I got my wife for her birthday. Birthdays are interesting. And well, any celebration's interesting for us because food is usually a good thing. Food and drink is usually a good thing to go to. And I got my wife a cheese sampler. So I found a cheese sampler on Amazon and went and got some cheese. It was a French cheese sampler. I'm like, oh, that sounds exotic. Something a little bit different. Something we're probably not going to have much of around here. It came yesterday, and as she was opening and finished opening, and it's all sitting on the counter, she opens the trash can to throw some stuff away, which happens to be the trash. So our trash can sits inside the cabinets and, you know, one of those pull out things. And she opened it up and she closed it. I'm like, did you put a poopy diaper in there? Cause it smells like crap. And, no, it wasn't a poopy diaper. It was actually the smelly French cheese that was sitting on the countertop. So every time I open the fridge door, I'm met with this waft of what smells like refrigerated baby crap, but is actually just smelly French cheese. I can't wait to eat it tomorrow. It's like, I think it was 3.5 pounds of cheese that I ended up finding. Just various types. I'm very much looking forward to it. Good to see you. Good to see you guys. Oh man, Pat Scribble, what's going on, man? Barney Pates, good to see you, my friend. Happy, what did I say? Friday. KC Flyers in the house as well. What type of cheese? I couldn't tell you. French cheese. That's all I know. It had a lot of words that Cosmic could say that I certainly cannot say. And so yeah, that's my motto is cheese should be tasted and not smelled. As in, like, you don't want smelly cheese, or if the cheese is smelly, you just don't care. As long as it tastes good, that's all you care about. Because I could see that going both ways. SFG, good to see you, man. This game looks sick. This game is sick. That's fromage. Fromage? I don't want smelly cheese unless it smells good. That's fair enough. Where's my mouse at? Here, I'll get you the list of cheese here. Let's find the list of cheeses. Oh man. Marky's French cheese assorted gift box 8 cheeses. Brelat Savarin. Pont l'Évêque. Bertot Epoisis. Petit Livarot. Camembert. Delice. Croton Matre. And Croton de Champcol. The alert threshold's 100, Tim. 100 for the alert, 300 for the text-to-speech. Sorry, dude. Giving you 1 bit per 3080 manufactured, yes. Please stop, he says. Here's the list. So yeah. My fridge smells like smelly cheese. Mr. Rogers, how you doing? Lightbird's good to see you. Dogo DR, what's going on, man? V Starrett's welcome aboard. Why are you citing towns in Calvados, France? Oh, hey, there's an airplane. Started with his engine running and his feet hanging out the bottom. You sound like you're having a stroke. Listen, it's just me speaking French, right? That's all that matters.
First 2 lines of Harry Potter, Aiden Vedavere Darsley. Deeri de H Privet Misbaraba, Yardu Ledovich Begava Shiam Normalim.
I don't know what that means. Oh, there's a plane again. Oh, it's in Hebrew. Oh, I'm not even going to try Hebrew. Oh, man, let's say some thank yous and we'll See what's going on today. Incredible Stance. Good to see you. Anyway, yeah, I had a good time off. We went Labor Day week. So 2 weekends ago was the 3-day weekend in the U.S. So for the 3-day weekend,
I burned my Hawaiian pizza. I should have used a low temperature.
that one almost doesn't quite work, but yes, it did. I'll say the thank yous and all that stuff here in just a second. That was a stretch, 404. So, yeah, 2 weeks ago was a holiday weekend in the U.S. We had a 3-day weekend. My wife and daughter and I went up to a lake house up in Maine again. It's my 3rd time up there this year. I love going up there. It's nice and peaceful. We came back on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I basically did absolutely nothing. I was off work. I slept. I stayed up late. I slept in. I played a lot of Eve, and then I eventually played a lot of X4, and it was a good time. And then the last few days of my vacation, I had my daughter by myself because my wife was leaving. She went to go to the Cape with the girls for the weekend. So it was just me and the kid last weekend. Grandma helped a little bit, but yeah, it was maybe not quite as relaxing as it could have been. And then it was back to work. So I played a lot of video games. I got a lot of good video game time in, a lot of good unwinding time. Thank you all for your patience with me not actually streaming last week. It was kind of a necessary thing. Like I just was a little like 55 hours of flight simming or so in about the 6 weeks or leading up to and around the launch of the sim, and I just needed a little bit of a break. So yeah, how dare you call Eve nothing? I made billions and billions of ISK is what I did, and that's not an exaggeration. SFG will take it easy, man. Incredible Stan, good to see you. So, Saldino, good to see you as well. I hope she avoided Amity Island. I watched a horrible shark documentary about that place. I don't know where that's at. They didn't go. I don't think they went swimming last week. I think I think it was kind of crappy weather, if I recall. So they pretty much just all stayed in the whole time. Piper Hawk, good to see you, my friend. Happy Friday. Let's go say some thank yous, and then we'll I don't know. We'll go do. Oh, Jaws reference. Yeah, I haven't seen Jaws. I'm not really so. Your movie and pop culture references are generally going to be lost on me. There's a very small subset of movies that I have seen, and a very small subset of movies an even smaller subset of movies that I could probably quote or pull references from. And yeah, Jaws is definitely not one of them. Anyway, Ernie the Cat, thanks for 45 months, Ernie. I do appreciate that. Cheers. I gotta make some new numbers here pretty soon. Ernie, thank you very much for 45 months. So I do appreciate that, man. Did you beat Bill this time around? I don't recall. You did, actually, because Bill was next. Bill, thanks for 45 months as well. Suffering from a cat stream withdrawal. Glad you're back. Hopefully well rested. Very much so. Thank you so much, Bill. Cheers to you, buddy. Kiwi Cat's here for 17 months. Hello to you as well, sir. Cheers, my friend. K-Buff Aviator's here for 39 months. It says needles over magenta lines. Like I said, in the sim, absolutely. In the real world, hell no. I want magenta lines. Thank you so much, Mr. Aviator. Cheers. Stealth Bob, the one and only, is here for 42 months. Thank you so much for the 42 months, Bob. Cheers to you. Did you get the update installed yet, or are you still working through and figuring stuff out, Bob? Panda's Gremlin's here for 14 months. Says, whoa, it's Friday? Yes, it is. Cheers, my friend. Thank you so much for your continued support. CT Huskies is here for 10 months. CT Huskies, thank you very much, my friend, to you. Cheers. 404, thank you for the 500 bits. I really do appreciate that. Cheers, sir. And we got more for you, too, coming up. Once again, Explain Geo, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. If you got a sub from Explain Geo, make sure you say thank you. Tim PE, thank you for 45 months. What do you call cheese that's not your cheese? Nacho cheese. Cheers, my friend. Thank you, Tim. We'll leave the comedy to me and maybe 404. I hope you guys are doing well out there. Did it stop smoking down where you're at yet, Tim? 404, thank you again for the bits. I appreciate that. Tim, thank you for the bits. Explain Geo, thank you for the bits. And 404, thank you for the more bits. Cheers to all of you guys. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Cheers. It poured rain today, and it's so great. Awesome. You and Uber were saying the same thing. Dan of Vermont, thanks for 39 months, man. Cheers to you as well, buddy. Thank you so much. Oh, yes. So we are back. We're going to do some flying tonight. We're going to do some instrument flying tonight, too. I haven't even flown in the sim since 2 patches ago. The last time I flew in the sim was before the first patch. I fired it up and done some testing and stuff like that for my day job and whatnot, but I have not actually done any flying. I have not flown in the sim on PilotEdge either. So Tim says that we're being brave tonight by flying on PilotEdge, but hey, whatever. We're gonna find out what's going on. So tonight we're gonna be flying the Cessna 172 in the Pacific Northwest. We're gonna take off out of Seattle because what GA plane doesn't fly out of Seattle? Make our way down to Yakima, which is supposedly going to be an IFR field. So this will be a nice test of the old real-world weather, which apparently is not quite real-world weather. Although the start seems to be okay here. From Yakima, we're going to make our way back to, or down to, I should say, Portland, where the weather is going to be getting poopier and poopier as the night goes on. So we'll see how things pan out there. So that's the plan tonight. We're in a Cessna 172. We're going to be flying on PilotEdge. If you're on PilotEdge, feel free to come join us. We'll do a big multiplayer thing again, probably another week or two. I really just wanted to jump on PilotEdge. It's a real-world live weather forecast model. Yeah. Oh, we have a visitor, too. Imagine that. Boom. Who's being a cranky butt? Hi. Hi. You want to see yourself? I haven't seen you for a long time. It's been at least a couple of weeks, at least a few weeks. You're all smiles today. Oh, is that so? Yeah. You gonna put it back? They love that noise. Okay. Is that it? Yeah. What's it doing over there? Oh, it's so loud and annoying. Let's just turn that down a couple of notches there. There with that. Ah, yes. There's the ups. You see it? Up. Up.
Traffic.
Oh! Two-Tone Murphy, thanks for the host. Oh, the raid? Is it a raid? Raid, yes. Two-Tone Murphy, thank you for the raid. Oh, is that so? You're not swearing at them in Portuguese or being racist, are you? Okay. Are you delirious and ready for bed? You want so badly to stick it in your mouth and you know that I'm going to take it away. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, my friend. You going to go to bed? Looks like you're going to fall asleep here on my arm. All right. Time to go to bed. Ooh. Wow. Thank you. Yay. Yeah. Okay, you're taking it back. Yeah. There's a lot of lights here, aren't there? You're over there as well, but that one's on a delay. All right, friend. It's time to go. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Let me take this. No, let me have this. This is mine. That's mine. Bye-bye. Bye. That's almost mine. Oh, okay. Bye. Yeah? You know what she's saying? Okay. Bye-bye. That's bye-bye. Okay. Oh, good. No, I got tomato sauce or bits of tomato all over my mouth. Yeah, thanks for that. She doesn't look like she's ready to sleep. I promise you she is. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me hit that right there. I promise you, like the kid is, everybody says that. Like, oh, she's not gonna go to bed. I'm like, yeah, I promise you, this is what she does. She goes 110 miles, she goes 110% until she's done, and then it's just like just falls over and she's done. That's it. So yeah, that's the flight we're doing tonight. That's my daughter, by the way. She's super cute. Two-Tone Murphy, thanks again for the raid, buddy. Welcome everybody from Two-Tone Murphy's channel. Cheers to you guys. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Stan, how you doing? Mr. Martz, good to see you. Flash 23, good to see you. Craig just got home from flying. Is it nice weather out? It's a little cloudy today, wasn't it? Not that that's going to stop you. Yeah, up. So yeah, it's the story behind the up emote. If you didn't, we talked about this a couple times, but She's getting better about this now. She's expressing herself with other phrases and sounds. But for a while, the only way that she's really known how to express herself is to say up. As in to say up, and up means change my situation. I no longer want to be doing whatever it is I'm doing right now. Please change it. What's the drink of choice? I got this coffee imperial stout I got a couple of weeks ago when I was up in Maine. I forget what it is and who makes it. But it's all right. It's fine. I won't say it's going to blow your socks off, but it's a pretty okay beer. Let's go ahead and fill the gas tanks up here, and pilot and co-pilot weights are fine. And we're going to jump into this thing. This is the Cessna 172, the default Cessna 172 in Flight Simulator. Turn the yokes off. So yeah, we're flying with the steam gauges here. It's going to be a slant alpha flight today, so we're going to pretend like we have what am I saying here? We have no GPS, because this GPS sucks for navigation. We can use it for some situational awareness, but it sucks for navigation. To Bravo Mike, thank you so much for the 15 months. She is a natural, isn't she? She's just showing off. She's a real pain in the ass. Thank you so much. Cheers. Rough Edge, good to see you. Vortium, good to see you again. So yeah, let's fire this up. We'll get this thing going and get out of here. So parking brake is set. Fuel is open. Fuel is on. I don't think this thing complains about how you start it up, but we'll... If we were going to prime it for real, we'd add about a half an inch or so of throttle. Fuel pump forward. There'd be some fuel flow that would happen here that... Yeah, well, fuel flow's... a little bit of fuel flow, okay. And then we'd go beacon light and a nav light, and we'd yell, clear prop, even though we can't open the window. And we'd start the plane up. Pull the power back a little bit, pull the mixture back just a touch. You'd think my plane would be louder than his, but it's not. Okay. Oil pressure, oil temps coming up. Good. We will go avionics masters on. What do we got here? We got transponder, autopilot. We got a 530 up here as well. So the 530 should tell me where, the 530 here should tell me, give me distances and whatnot for my DME. So that's good. That's going to beep in a second. This will be my first time testing any audio and whatnot in PilotEdge, so we're going to cross our fingers and hope that it all works. We'll start by grabbing the ATIS. ATIS is 18-0, so 18-0.
Read back all runway assignment and instructions.
And the volume knob works
on
too.
Initial contact, you have information whiskey.
Oh, yes, we have whiskey.
Seattle Tacoma International Airport. ATIS information whiskey. 2314 Zulu. Wind 100 at 8. Visibility 3. Light rain. Mist. Smoke. 600 scattered.
That's a combination.
Ceiling 1,600 broken. 8,500 overcast. Temperature 18. Dew point 17. Altimeter 2992. Arriving and departing runways 16 center. 16 left. 16 right. ILS runway 16 center, runway 16 left, and runway 16 right approach in use. Simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use. Simultaneous approaches in use between Seattle and Boeing Field.
Okay.
Traffic below you on final.
Okay.
VFR departures, contact clearance delivery.
We're not VFR.
Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact, you have information whiskey.
Yeah, we got whiskey. All right. Clearance delivery out of here is 28-0.
Advised. Departure frequency 120.4, squawk 2032.
Do I have my push to talk bound?
Departure heading 180, 3,000 below. Departure frequency 120.4, squawk 2032.
Is that Jose?
1 Sierra Tango, read back correct.
Yes, Jose.
Chesapeake Tower, ticket 4 November Delta, full short runway 21 left, ready for takeoff.
Haze, folks, smog, heavy rain, corona killing bees, right?
Cleared for takeoff, 2-1 left, Dana River Delta, thank you.
5 chickens, good to see you, man. Nuke Duke, good to see you. You guys doing well. What's the problem with the GPS for nav? We can talk about it in the air. I can do some demonstrations and show you.
Number 4 Sierra Whiskey, shuttle clearance on request.
Shuttle clearance, good evening. Cessna 717 Tango Sierra, IFR clearance at Yakima, please.
Number 7 Tango Sierra, shuttle clearance on request.
Explain, Geo. Take it easy, man. Happy New Year again to you, sir. Have a wonderful evening, Lauren, or morning, or whatever time it happens to be over there.
Lattice 271 Sierra Delta, VFR to...
Oh. Okay. My father said they smoked in their planes as much as they did back in the car, or in their cars back in the day. Well, like all the airplanes I fly, or all the older airplanes before like 1990 or whatever, all still have ashtrays. I'm not gonna lie, there's a big part of me that wanted to light up a cigar when I was flying across the country last year. Mike, I got 3.5, 4 hours of nothing to do. How awesome would it be to have a cigar right now while doing this? But I didn't do that because that'd be a bad idea. Cybernomic, good to see you. This is quite literally the first time that I have fired up the sim since any of the patches have been released. So, or the first time I've flown in the sim, I should say.
Departure frequency 120.4.
Yeah, we'll see 5 chickens. I have no idea, man. People have reported that they're having issues with it, but well, we're going to have a pretty wide variety of weather to encounter on the way here. So we'll see what we get.
5 minutes, departure 120.
Is it illegal or just not allowed unless you own the plane? I have no idea.
3617.
I think it's just not I think it's well, I think it actually is illegal in the US. I should probably know that, but it's like don't smoke in the airplane, you know.
Squawk 1637 November 40 Whiskey.
4 Sierra Whiskey, you're back correct. Number 717 Tango Sierra, clear to Yakima Airport, Seattle 7 departure. Expect radar vectors to join Victor 298 and then as filed. Maintain 900,000. Departure frequency 120.4, squawk 2016.
Cleared Yakima, Seattle 7, radar vectors, Victor 298 as filed. 9,000 on departure, 120.4, squawk 2016, 717 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, is that correct? Aircraft calling Centennial ground, say again.
Okay. 2016, altitude set. Okay, so we're gonna fly the Seattle 7 departure, which is probably just a vector departure. Let's pop it up here and we'll brief it though. Departure, Seattle 7. On departure, fly heading 158, 163, or 165. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be 163 for us. So let's get 163 tuned up here. Man, that's really slow. Ooh, it's slow, but it gets fast. Can do it with that thing. There we go. 163 is right there. That's about what we'll assume for. 29902 on the altimeter set. Departure flighting 163, and that's going to be vectors from there. Cool. Flight plan I filed is going to be Seattle, Victor 298 Yakima. So coming out of Seattle on Victor 298, we're looking for a course of 088 in the Seattle VOR, which is 116.8. So we'll tune up the VOR over here. 116.8. That is set. And we're going to want a radial of 088. That's 98. That's 88 right there, right? 6, 7, nope. That's 88 right there. All right, 088 right there. That's set. And then we're going to be flying that for, I don't know, a few miles. Oh, we're gonna have a changeover there, so we're actually gonna tune into the Ellensburg VOR at some point too. 117.9er. So we'll queue that up. We'll be following that for a little bit, and then we'll be heading down on another VOR down to Yakima. All right, so the radios are now set. Altimeter has been set. Let's go ahead and turn the lights on. Taxi lights at least. Everything else is good. Great. We can go ahead and say thank you to Medic Dan for 27 months. I do appreciate that. Cheers, my friend. Align the DI. Oh yeah, it's not aligned, is it? Well, you do it you actually do that during the run-up usually. Would have caught it eventually. I think I got a bound button on here somewhere. Maybe not though. I don't know. I would have figured it out eventually. All right. Ground 21-7. Smoking is illegal if you're told not to smoke by the captain. On most airlines, the policy is no smoking, and the captain tells you you can't through the crew. There you go. Ellen Neutral, good to see you. Set that. And then Seattle Towers 19-9er. I wish we could get rid of these tooltips. Okay, we are at signature. We've got whiskey, and we're ready for taxi. Got the right freak? Yeah. Seattle ground, good evening. Cessna 717 Tango Sierra, signature with whiskey. Taxi, please.
November 717 Tango Sierra, Seattle ground, runway 16 right, taxi via Tango Charlie.
16 right, Tango Charlie, 717 Tango Sierra. Let's see, that's Tango right there. Is it illegal if the pilot smokes too? Don't know. And that is Tango. Is it? Yeah. Oh yeah, there's Tango right there. Okay. Like I said, I think it would have been fun to have a cigar in the airplane, but I would never have done that. For a number of reasons. Number one, I don't need to be having a nicotine high when I'm flying in an airplane.
November 7 Tango Sierra, hold position.
Yeah, I went the wrong way.
7 Tango Sierra, that's taxiway Quebec. Do you have enough room to turn around?
I do. I'm sorry about that. 7 Tango Sierra.
No problem. Turn around, and then once you do, you'll go pursue the opposite direction on Quebec, and then make your first left. It's kind of a hard left turn. It's Tango.
Okay, back to Quebec and over to Tango. 7 Tango Sierra. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Is that marked as a hotspot? Is there? Do I actually?
Seattle ground, Cessna 110 Tango, signature ready to taxi to Zulu.
Or 110 Tango, Seattle ground, runway 16 left, taxi via Tango Charlie. You'll follow the Skyhawks, make a left turn on Tango now.
Tango Charlie 16 left, follow the Cessna who got it wrong. 10 Tango.
Yeah, he did. Huh.
Centennial Tower, Polaris 271 Sierra Delta.
So one of the reasons why I chose this airport to fly out of was because I've never flown GA out of here before.
After departure, proceed on course.
As soon as he said that, like just a split second before he said that, I realized I was in the wrong taxiway.
Clear for takeoff, 17 left.
It happens. This part implements a ban on smoking as defined, including the use of electronic cigarettes and other certain devices on flights by air carriers. 7 Tango Sierra. I gotta hit the pilot client, don't I?
Check East Tower, check 438 November Delta. Hey, looking hand off to Chinook departure.
So you can't just hit the thing here. You have to actually hit mode C on the pilot client. That's good to remember.
November 8, November
the only other time that I have flown on
frequency change approved. The frequency is 128.75.
this P3D / flight simulator client was when the oh man, when the 717 came out. I can't remember who makes that. I streamed P3D one time here on the channel at my house. I streamed it again, you know, at Flight SimCon or Flight Sim Expo, but yeah.
Climbing 8,500, looking for
TFDI, that's the one, yeah. Yeah, so they sent me a copy of the 717. I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. So I got it. I bought the developer copy of P3D for a month. Gave it a shot. It's just like, yeah, okay, this is cool, but I don't care. It's a cool plane. It really was a neat plane. Just the sim didn't interest me in the slightest. There's a lot of seams in this scenery here.
Delta radar contact 12 miles northwest of Tri-Cities VOR.
Mode C works in the sim for VATS sim client. I wonder why it doesn't work for PE. Don't know. Should, but I don't know.
Series 2, Juliet Lima, taxi via Bravo to the ramp. Remain on this frequency. Have a good night, sir.
With the ramp, Bravo, remain this freak. Thanks again, 522 Juliet Lima.
Settle ground, number 654, Sierra Lima, at the ramp, permission to the Qatar taxi.
Number 654, Sierra West.
Anthrax always got to be there with the little, like...
16 left, taxi via Bravo Charlie.
I can do exterior view.
16 left, Bravo Charlie, November 4, Sierra Lima.
We're flying down the taxiway here at 32 knots. Hell yeah.
Seattle approach, gonna have the 347 Tango radio check.
Radio check.
347 Tango, Seattle departure lock there.
Thanks.
Is he going to Boeing? There's somebody out there going to Boeing. I'm not a pilot, nor did I stay at a Holiday Inn Express. That means you are very unqualified, Kiwi Cat. But that's okay. We'll let you stick around. Is my right landing gear light out? The Cessna only has a landing light on the left side. The Cessna only has a landing light on the left side. So even so, that's the taxi light. When I turn the landing light on, it just turns a second brighter light on next to it. Get back in the plane here. All right, so coming out of here, our heading is 158. Which is what I tuned up, apparently. Good. Great.
Seattle ground 112 Tango, just to confirm, 16 left or 16 right?
16 Tango, runway 16 right.
All right, 19-9er for tower, and 120.4 is departure. If we were going to do a run-up, we would do that here. We're not. Lights are all set. That thing is aligned. Yes, okay. Seattle Tower, good evening. Cessna 717 Tango Sierra holding short 16 right.
Number 717 Tango Sierra, Seattle Tower, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 16 right, 717 Tango Sierra. Okay, lights are set, camera is set, and...
Approaching runway 16 right.
Action is set.
Entered runway 16 right.
On
8,400 feet remaining.
Thank you. On departure for heading 158. We're going up to 9,000 feet. 16 right's identified and confirms with my DG. Power up. T's in the green. Airspeed's alive. There's rotation. Immediate observation is that there's no left rudder required for takeoff, which in some planes there was. I'm curious to see if that stays true for all the airplanes.
Number 7 Tango Sierra, contact Seattle departure.
Departure 7 Tango Sierra, we'll see you. Seattle departure, good evening. Cessna 717 Tango Sierra, 700, climbing 9,000.
Number 717 Tango Sierra, Seattle departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 9,000, turn left, heading 150.
9,000, 150, 717 Tango Sierra. Alright, there's 150.
Seattle Tower, Cessna 110 Tango short, 16 right.
Number 110 Tango, Seattle Tower, fly heading 180, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff 16 right and departure 18010 Tango.
Okay. Is Jose getting off the ground? Just leave all the lights on, it's fine. Okay. Piece of cake. Yeah, we'll be IMC here fairly quickly. As we get up here next to the smoke, apparently. Wow.
7 Tango Sierra, turn left heading 0900.
0900, 7 Tango Sierra. I'm kind of excited to be flying instruments in the sim here, like to have ATC and everything else. Is it smoke or fog? I'm gonna go with smoke.
11 Sierra Tango, contact shuttle departure.
Departure 10 Tango.
Let's get that speed down a little bit. Looking for 95 to 100.
Departure system 10 Tango 900.
There we go.
Number 11 Sierra Tango, shuttle departure, radar contact. Resume own navigation and maintain appropriate VFR altitude. Are you planning to turn eastbound?
Affirmative.
Yeah, good luck.
1 Sierra Tango, roger. Maintain VFR at or below 2,500 till advised.
Oh, he's going east. Okay.
At or below 2,500.
I was gonna say I don't think he's coming here with us if he's flying VFR.
Chinook departure. November Delta. Hey, I
Looks pretty good, Nuke Dukem, doesn't it?
458 November Delta departure. Roger, we got you here. You can contact Seattle Center on 132.6.
Yeah, he ain't going this way if he's VFR. Alright, so he's got to climb us here. Mocha for this section's 3100. It's probably got to...
7 Tango Sierra, turn left heading 070, join Victor 298.
070, join Victor 298, 717 Tango Sierra. Alright, 070.
Chinook departure, Cherokee 4 November Delta. Hey, I keep getting disconnected from PilotEdge. Just checking back in.
There's 070.
71 miles.
95 knots. Waiting for that needle right there to come in.
Roger, contact Seattle Center 132.6.
Seattle Center 132.6, November Delta. Thanks.
Oh, yeah.
Settle down,
Feels good.
Information.
Feels like we're back home. It's where we belong.
16 left.
Half Shell Hero, thanks for 24 months. Squirrel, thank you for 45 months, Paul. Appreciate that. You caught those needles yet? We're working on it. Cheers, my friend. Thank you guys so much. How you doing, Paul? Feels like maybe they've changed the mixture behavior as well. Well, no, full mixture still. So you pull the mixture back, fuel flow goes up. So they haven't quite fixed that. Needle should be coming in soon.
Columbia Ground Diamond 1812 Charlie.
Let's go ahead and turn on the autopilot.
For a departure to
autopilot
the
heading
12 Charlie with information Delta.
654 Sierra Whiskey.
9,000 arm.
165 code, take off number 654 Sierra Whiskey.
Number 1812 Charlie, Olympia Ground, runway 17, taxi via Echo Bravo.
Do a 500 foot per minute climb.
Taxi via Echo Bravo 12 Charlie.
Just keep it on our airspeed then. I think it should climb to 9,000 and catch it. It says it's in-op though. HP, no. And what's it doing? Oh, I broke it already. Hey. Who broke the autopilot? This guy did. There we go. Taking off for Steve. Thanks for 30 months, man. Appreciate that. Cheers, my friend. Thank you.
Number 4 Sierra Whiskey, before you depart there, your assigned beacon code should be 1637.
Optical illusion with those clouds out there. Feels like I'm climbing. Feels like I'm actually sinking right now. All right. Let's try and get ourselves in this airway here. I think the needle is not quite right. Alright, let's push our nose down a little bit.
Whiskey Squawk 1637, contact
Get
departure.
speed back. I'm not entirely sure that's the kind of thought I want to be flying into, but I guess we'll find out.
November 1 Sierra Tango, you're leaving the Seattle class Bravo airspace.
I'll see you on the other side, my friends. Ooh, there's a lot of lift.
Remain outside the Bravo, clear to climb, 1 Sierra Tango.
Ah.
Great, November Delta, loud and clear.
Okay.
Olympia Tower, 12 Charlie holding short, runway 17.
This climb is a little slower than I'd like to be.
Number 1812 Charlie, Olympia Tower, runway 17, clear for takeoff.
I'm not inclined to care right now, though.
Clear for takeoff, runway 17.
Clouds are really disorienting there.
12 Charlie.
Negative, it's not maintain course. I said you can proceed on course.
Proceed on course, 12 Charlie.
Civil departure November 654 Lima, Sierra Whiskey, 2,500, climbing 9,000.
Number 694 Sierra Whiskey, Seattle departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 13,000.
Okay.
Climb and maintain 13,000, November 654 Sierra Whiskey.
Is this live weather? Yes, it is. Overflow, good to see you. Gotta trust the gauges, I know, right? I'm still going way too slow. Plane just does not want to accelerate right now. Get that nose down a touch.
November Delta, contact Spokane approach, 123.7.
We're just getting a lot. I think we're getting a lot of lift and sink from these clouds. Because this is where the weather's supposed to be, just kind of east of Seattle.
Point 4 Sierra Whiskey, clear direct Yakima.
Direct Yakima, Sierra Whiskey.
Okay. I'd like for the autopilot to work. Roll, heading 500 feet per minute. 9,000 feet, okay. Let's monitor, make sure that's actually going to work.
Southwest, 8,500 inbound.
Now that I've hand flown through the hardest part. What is my mixture set to? I have just a little, I have the mixture back just a little bit. Because if you have it full forward, you lose power. If you pull the mixture back a little bit, find that sort of max fuel flow setting there, you get more power out of it. But this is about right. I mean, 90 knots indicated, doing 500 feet per minute through 6,000. Like, this is probably not unrealistic. It just seemed really weird because of the way I was going through those clouds and whatnot. And I think I was getting some lift and sink off those clouds, too. And then probably also some lift and sink off the mountains that we're flying over. I don't think I believe this gauge, though. Maybe that's 88. How aggressively? Oh, yeah, look at that. Super aggressively making that turn. Nah, man, go back to heading mode. Just split the difference there. That's what I want you to do. For what it's worth, I don't use the autopilot in the real world because it's also incredibly bad. in the planes I fly. Like, it's just the autopilot cannot be trusted. Because it will do things like hunt and peck and try and find. It'll make 30-degree sweeping turns, trying desperately to get itself. No, go back east. Come on, stop doing this to me. Desperately trying to find the center line on the nav needle there. So we'll just use heading mode. That's okay. Yeah. See, you told F-20 you got it right. Autopilot's killing them. That's absolutely, man. If you have problems with the autopilot, just turn it off, take over, and fly by hand. Like every single time. That's the answer.
Contact Seattle Center 126.6.
In before icing. We shouldn't see the icing. Is there an outside? Oh, it's up here. Nah, it's 51 Fahrenheit outside. We're good. I was gonna say icing should not be an issue. Be interesting getting back into Yakima though. We have so all three of the airplanes I fly have autopilots. One of them is 2 axes. The other 2 are single axes. None of them are especially good.
We're 654 Sierra Whiskey, Seattle Center, Roger, Seattle altimeter 2992.
You forgot to put the gear up, right?
Number 717 Tango Sierra, contact Seattle Center 126.6.
26.6, 7 Tango Sierra. 26.6. There we go. Seattle Center, good evening. Cessna 717 Tango Sierra, 7,300 climbing 9,000.
Number 717 Tango Sierra, Seattle Center, Seattle altimeter 2992.
92. See if we can get 400 feet per minute out of this thing. We're definitely going to be losing climb right here. The Cessna 172 to 9,000 is usually more willing it up there than actually getting it to go. Saying a prayer and saying, "Oh, please, airplane. Has thou forsaken me enough? Can I please get up to 9,000 feet?" Security guard number 7, good to see you.
Tango Sierra, fly heading 110, when able for direct Yakima VOR.
110, direct Yakima when able, 717 Tango Sierra. Nice shortcut. All right, that was 110. And the Yakima VOR is impossible to find here. Direct 116.0. 116.0.
And November 6 Whiskey,
we have Yakima.
The altitude at the moment.
That is our direct.
November 4 Sierra Whiskey, say again.
November 654 Sierra Whiskey, we are unable to hold the correct altitude to be maybe a bit
all right, 1,000 to go.
lower or higher above the assigned altitude.
November 4 Sierra Whiskey, Roger.
It's stuck on north
is there
up.
An issue with your flight controls that's causing that,
it won't let you do course
for
up.
some reason? What's the nature of the issue?
Oh, that sucks.
Icing here.
Anyway, we're 70 miles out of Yakima, so here we are for the long haul. Can I go to nav mode and will it freak out on me?
At the moment, 4 Sierra Whiskey.
Yeah, where's it going?
Just so I'm clear, the only malfunction is your vertical speed indicator.
Affirmative, Sierra Whiskey.
We're 4 Sierra Whiskey, Roger. Maintain block 12000 to 14000.
lot clearance. You don't see those very often.
2000 and
All right, is this thing gonna hunt? I bet it's gonna hunt to try to find the needle.
Between 12 and 14 if you need it.
12, 14, thank you for service.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna go back and forth and back and forth. All right, we'll just stay in heading mode. Unable to track a needle, says the autopilot. I bought a HOTAS setup, but I almost wish I bought a yoke. I fly with a stick, man. I'm flying with a stick tonight. I fly with a stick most of the time. The stick takes up the I can leave the HOTAS on my desk. I cannot leave the yoke on my desk. So the HOTAS takes up not a zero amount of space, but not so much space that I feel like I'm running out of space, right? Whereas the yoke is front and center, always in the way, always right there. So I much prefer to fly with a stick. Just me personally. And yeah, more airframes, more planes. Like, it doesn't matter that the controls that you're using doesn't matter. It doesn't match the control in front of you. You're gonna learn the exact same concepts, right? The idea is you want to learn how to make your adjustments, you know, not dramatic, and things of that nature. So you will learn the same things no matter what kind of controls you use. Oh, Jose is flying VFR down there. Godspeed, my friend. Plenty of planes use a stick, and it doesn't matter if he doesn't match the plane. Yeah, I mean that's my feeling. Montreal Hazy, good to see you, by the way.
126.6.
Did I jump on the Bravo bandwagon? Nah, I haven't gotten. I didn't get a pre-order in. All right, that's about leaned out right there. Okay, the manifold's leaded, and we're in cruise here, and we're on our way. Not quite holding 9,000 feet, but I guess it's close enough for government work.
Cessna 110 Tango, 7,000 climbing.
Number 110 Tango, Seattle Center under, Seattle altimeter 2992.
I think that the autopilot holds GPS altitude and not barometric altitude, based on what I've seen in the past, or seen on some other flights. So it'll be interesting this winter when barometric altitude is dramatically different than the GPS altitude, what it actually ends up doing. You can fly a real plane with the yoke using one hand. Using a stick isn't that much of an emergence breaker. That's fair, yeah. In fact, I would say that you should fly the real plane with only one hand on the yoke. Unless you're flying an airplane that takes a lot of force, most of the time you shouldn't have two hands on the yoke. Because during takeoff, you should have a hand on the throttle. During landing, you probably should also have your hand on the throttle, would be my recommendation. When you're up in the air, you shouldn't need enough force to move the plane. All you should really need is like 2 fingers to move that yoke and move that plane around. Bill, I'll look into the Bravo down the road. But I haven't gotten it. I haven't ordered it yet. I like my Warthog, man. I really dig this Thrustmaster Warthog. I am over the moon with the quality of this thing and the usefulness and the way that it feels and everything else. Like, I love this stick. Hawaii Turtle says, and when streaming, one hand on the beer. You're damn right. It's a good idea. Cheers, my friend. Max Seldom, good to see ya. Hope you are all doing fantastic. So yeah. I'm not really sure digging the way the clouds look today, but I don't know. I'm gonna play around my graphics settings some more. Because there's a lot of like dithering and whatnot happening on textures. Specifically cloud textures that look kind of bad. So I'm thinking maybe it might be time to up some stuff. That being said, my machine is getting pushed to the max right now.
458 November Delta, Roger, continue straight in for runway
GPU
3,
load is pegged.
118.3.
Oh, we don't have the overclock on though, do we? Can I make it better? Is that the one? That's the one right there.
458 November Delta, Spokane Tower, proceed
now we have an
runway
overclock.
3, clear to land.
Now we have an extra 150 megahertz to work with, roughly. Which is basically done nothing. So yeah, the new graphics cards were announced, and pretty much nobody got their hands on one. Actually, they released today, didn't they? They weren't just announced. I think they actually came out today. How's the 172 versus the Payware 182? I mean, excuse me. The 182 Payware is essentially just another plane by Asobo. Like, I think Carenado's 182 is maybe not even as good as some of the Asobo planes because the sounds are kind of borked. But if you want to fly a 182, it's your only real choice. We'll probably fly that next week. Shane, good to see you. Dithering happens even on Ultra. No, it sucks. Even the larger GA planes can be flown with one hand for the most part. Flare and something like a Chieftain can get a bit heavy sometimes. Makes sense. Yeah, I'm just thinking of like the military pilots you see that have to like have two guys muscling the elevators in the ailerons while you've got the flight engineer who's managing the throttles. You know, like the DC-6 and some of those other like very large vintage airplanes. Hoping to get my hands on a 3080. K-Buff Aviator, what is your current graphics card? Like the new cards, like spec-wise, look good. The reviews look pretty good for the 3080s. Like they're gonna be if you're on a 10 series or earlier for NVIDIA, then upgrading is a no-brainer. Like as soon as you can get your hands on one, if you've got the cash for it, you should upgrade. You should upgrade to the 30 series. 3090 or death. You gotta put a small power plant in your house to power that thing, Chris. Have they said when those go on sale? Oh, you're on a 1080. Yeah, if you're on a 1080, absolutely make the upgrade. Like the performance difference from the 1080 to the 3080 is like it's literally 2x, and you will definitely see a difference with Flight Simulator. No question in my mind. Because this is the only game that'll actually push my 2080 Ti to 100%. We're not quite there right now, but this little number here, this is GPU load. We're at 82% GPU load. So the GPU is not only rendering the game, okay, but it's also doing stuff for OBS, which is over there. Actually, it's over there, but it's over there on, yeah. It's doing stuff for OBS, and it's also, my entire video encoder is running through the GPU as well. So the GPU is doing a lot of heavy lifting right now, and it's got a little bit of overhead, but not a ton. Hoping to upgrade my 1080 Ti with a 3080 within a few months. Hell yeah. Hilk Shake, good to see ya. Just need an APU on the roof, right? Piss off your neighbors with a turbine engine. What's the turbine engine for? It's so I can power my GPU. What's a GPU? It's so I can play Flight Simulator. Uh-huh. What CPU should I match it with? It's up to you. My personal suggestion for a CPU for most people is going to be a Ryzen 3700X. And if you don't want to go with AMD, then you go with an i9, 10 whatever's. Yeah, but in my mind, the 3700X represents a very, very good price performance ratio for most people. If you want to do any sort of heavy content creation, then you should absolutely consider a 10, 12, or even a 16-core CPU. You will definitely use a lot of that power especially with Flight Simulator. Like, my CPU is running almost 40% right now, which is unheard of in X-Plane. I switched over to GPU encoding because Flight Simulator was hitting my machine so hard that the CPU encoding was actually falling behind. Doing 128 over the ground. That ain't bad. 128 over the ground. 110 knots. Man, our... what is it? 53 outside at 9,000. What is that in C? 11C outside, so that's 10C. If I line the C, if I line the 10C up with the 9,000 line, that's right there. And I look down here, will tell me that our true airspeed is 119 knots. So we could be going another 4 or 5 knots faster if this plane, you know, wasn't a Cessna 172. So 120 true, 128 ground, which got about an 8 knot or so tailwind component right now, which is better than the 160 at 3 knots that everybody had previously everywhere in the U.S.
Number 6540 Whiskey, contact.
Bird Strike, good to see you as well, man. How you doing, buddy?
1-3.8, 10 November 40 Whiskey.
I just picked up a 10900K. Oh, man. Did you pull the trigger on the computer, Chris? Oh, you did today, didn't you? Yeah, I remember you posting that. Yeah. Upgraded from an Hexacore Intel to a Ryzen 3900X, but I still have my 1070. Yeah, well, it's a big upgrade going from the Hexacore Intel. Man, that would have been like what?
Number 6540
fifth or 7th gen, I think, like the 5950 or the 7950s, something like that. The 3900X is a beast though, of a CPU. It's all that rental power, right? I've got this thing pushed as hard as I can. We're 25-ish, 100 or 2550-ish. Fuel flow, I got max power going. Like, I can't get any more power out of this thing right now. 120 true is all we're gonna get. It's all right. It's pretty out. Circa 2012. Oh man, yeah, that would have been like the 5790s or something, or 5950s. Those were like the extreme editions that came out, the like hardcore enthusiast level CPUs, if I recall. Well, graphics cards always have this happen to them. I think people seem to forget that. There's always a rush to buy them when they come out. There's always a shortage of graphics cards when they come out. And it takes usually a month or two for everything to sort of catch up. And my guess is it'll probably be mid...
7 Tango Sierra, contact Chinook approach 123.8.
23.8, 717 Tango Sierra. All right, 23.8. Let's grab the weather real quick. Uh, 25.25. Okay, we can't pick up the weather yet. Chinook approach, good evening. Cessna 717 Tango Sierra 900,000.
Number 717 Tango Sierra, Chinook approach, roger, information, Charlie's current altimeter 2981, expect vectors to the ILS runway 27 approach.
Okay, we'll grab Charlie when we can, and we'll expect that 7 Tango Sierra. 2981.
Number 4 Sierra Whiskey, descend and maintain 5,000.
Yeah, see, you change the altimeter. Unless I got to change the barometer down here too, which actually is entirely possible. Oh yeah, it's still on 1013.
Tower, Cherokee 4 November Delta, clear runway 3, ready taxi to the GA Central ramp.
We're November Delta, taxi to the central ramp via Charlie, remain on this frequency, have a good night.
Is the plane now going to go down?
Taxi via Charlie, remaining with you, thank you.
Yeah, so it's not changing altitude to match the new barometer setting. Did I make it do that? Oh, maybe it will. Maybe it will there. I rearm the altitude. Or reselect the altitude, put it in vertical speed mode to climb 100 feet per minute. So now it's going to go back up. It should grab that 9,000 again. Good to know. Got to use that. ...2012 was so long ago, right? Remember when the world was going to end in 2012? This airport is supposed to be IFR, and I kind of don't think it's going to be. So KYKM 2107 gust 17, 1.5 mile visibility, haze, smoke, overcast 1,000. That's the valley where the airport's at. I don't think the weather's gonna do the right thing. They were 8 years early on that end of the world prediction. That's a fair point. What happened in 2012 that put things in motion, maybe? Oh yeah, the weather's...
Reading Tower, November 35 Victor
For
Tango,
being a
short of
cornerstone
16,
of what they
IFR.
said this... Like, being a cornerstone... Two cornerstones of this sim that they called out, okay? The accuracy of the avionics and the planes and the weather. And both of those are crap. Let's be honest. The visuals are beautiful. The immersion level is beautiful. The depiction of the weather is fantastic. But the actual generation of the weather is crap. The actual avionics in the planes, generally crap. They messed a lot of avionics stuff up in the latest patch. Well, they supposedly fixed a lot of stuff.
0015, clearance void if not airborne by 0020, release for departure.
All right, ILS 27, we'll plan for that.
Sky 519 affirmative. The time now is 0016, clearance void if not airborne by 0020, release for departure.
Okay, my guess is we're going to get vectors for the ILS here. 110.1.
Contact Oakland Center.
Go for Oakland Center, 35 Victor Tango.
Oops, that was the wrong one. 2525. Push you. 10.1. That's queued. We'll set the final approach course and all that stuff. All right, we're going to fly the ILS 27 into Yakima Airfield tonight. 110.1 is queued up, ready to go. We have 7,600 feet of runway to work with. Our touchdown zone elevation is 1,068.
Destination ATIS is 125.25.
The destination ATIS is 125.25. Oh, I had the wrong one.
Radar service terminated. Squawk VFR frequency change approved.
Yes. Okay. Well, he gave us Charlie anyway. We pulled it up on the digital. Minimums today are going to be 1,268 feet MSL. And in the event of a missed approach, 2,900 feet straight ahead. Right turn, 4,900 feet. Hold at Yakima. And the DME is off the localizer. Okay, good. Questions, comments? Fantastic. This nice VFR approach that we're going to have here coming into Yakima. Unless by some miracle there's smoke and haze up there, but I'm pretty sure the airport is right there. I'm pretty sure I can see the airport lights already. I'm pretty sure we're 30 miles out and have visual on the airport.
Sky 519, Seattle Center, ident.
That's disappointing.
Sky 519, radar contact.
Does anyone know if they fixed the CJ4 fuel burn? Couldn't tell you. Fine American, good to see you, by the way. Jess 762, welcome aboard. Switching back to X-Plane 11? Hell no. For all the faults, I'm still having a ton of fun in this sim. Because half the time in X-Plane 11, the weather is also wrong. Did I get around looking at the Torque Sim SR22? Nope. Didn't get it. Didn't buy it. Probably won't fly it. I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's a fantastic product, but I got no interest in flying general aviation in X-Plane 11 anymore. I'm 300 feet above altitude. I am, aren't I? right. If nothing else, I can get away from all the crashing. Well, this sim did crash on me a couple of times a few weeks ago, but I think it was mostly due to controller disconnecting. Yeah, it definitely has, the stability has definitely been a lot better in this sim than it was on FS20 or X-Plane 11. And Daru, good to see you. But I also haven't done a lot of flying lately either. I X-Plane, like all the crashes and stuff in X-Plane kind of burned me out on it, to be honest. And sort of killed my interest in flying in that sim. And yeah, this was a nice breath of fresh air, but I also kind of, I flew so hard the first few weeks I was able to fly this thing and stream it, that I kind of burned myself out there too. So it was nice taking a break, and it's nice coming back, and it's nice having this IFR flight to have some sense of normalcy back in my life, or back in my virtual flying life. But yes, the All Hope was climbing me, so thank you for pointing that out. Best part of Flight Simulator, no flight factor. For now, at least. Who knows? F Shell Hero, good to see you. I'm still having fun with it, man. I'm still enjoying the sim. Alright, let's see if it captures this. Still descending. Still descending at 200 feet per minute. No, it went into alt mode.
Number 7 Tango Sierra, flying present heading. Expect vectors for the ILS approach. Descend and maintain 7,000.
Present heading 7,000. We'll expect that. 7 Tango Sierra. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to 100 feet below the altitude. I'm pretty sure it's using GPS altitude. I'm pretty sure that's what it's doing.
Number 4 Sierra Whiskey, turn left, heading 090.
Left heading 090, November, Whiskey.
Oh yeah. Clearing a million here. Not even close to getting the METAR right. Not even close, dude. That's actually kind of disappointing, but also doesn't surprise me one bit, I'll be honest. Alright, the frequency is 110.1 IYKM, and final approach course is 274. 274 up here. There we go. Get ourselves back on course. We'll fly the ILS anyway, because why not? What do I mean, GPS altitude? Good to see you, Beach Wild. So there's different ways of measuring your altitude, right? There's your GPS altitude is what the GPS says you are. GPS altitude is basically exactly how high you are. Then there's barometric altitude, which is your indicated altitude, but it takes into account the barometer setting, which is typically set for the local field. Those two normally should be aligned. Maybe they're using baro altitude like standard. I don't know. The GPS is using some different altitude than what is actually being shown here on the barometer. Or even down here after I set the altitude. So yeah, after I set the altitude in the barometer setting. So I don't know what it's doing. It's using the wrong altitude though.
10 Tango.
Flight Victor 787. Oh my god. Can you imagine how bad that's going to be on frames? Like, you put an entire wall of displays out in front of you, it's going to be 5 frames a second. There's no chance you're going to get any performance out of that thing.
We're 654 Sierra Whiskey, you're 10 miles from the final approach fix. Turn left heading.
What's the altimeter setting? I just wonder if the AP might be using standard. So I set the autopilot. I told the autopilot to use 29 or 81, which is the barometer setting for that airfield. So like the barometer, the Autopilot is supposed to be using the correct barometer setting for the for that leg there, but it wasn't holding. It actually stopped and it held 8,900 feet once it was heading back down, which is where it was at before. It wasn't holding 9,000.
Correction, November 7 Tango Sierra, turn left heading 100.
1007 Tango Sierra. That's pretty much what I'm doing already. All right, there's 7,000 feet. It's all right. I can hand fly it. It's no big deal. Yeah, it wouldn't hold the appropriate altitude. Yeah, I'm just that's my assumption.
My frequency 133.6.
But who knows? I don't know what's going on in the internals in this thing. I mean, really, like it's as far as the avionics go, you're gonna have to wait for third parties to bring in decent airplanes. But that's just gonna be like any other sim. You know, P3D, FSX were the same way. X-Plane had slightly better default airplanes. But in reality, the only really good default airplane was the 172. The other ones were passable, but not great.
Transponder squawk 7366.
Although the default 530, 430, and G1000 were a lot better. Because Philip was working on his IFR.
7 Tango Sierra, descend and maintain 6,000.
6,000, 7 Tango Sierra. Philip was working on his IFR and wanted a way to practice. That's the only reason X-Plane got decent or halfway decent avionics. Love my King Air and Caravan. Yeah. It's all about the GA, man. Ah, I just wish that the weather depiction was right. That's all I want to see. What if I toggle the weather? What if I say give me clear skies and then give me live weather? Don't think it's going to do anything. Like, I just don't get it. I don't understand how it can be so very wrong. Like what are they trying to, how are they trying to be cute and do weather depiction? That they've got it this wrong.
4 Sierra Whiskey, contact Yakima Tower 133.25.
2981 to 2992 would be about 100 feet. Yeah, so when we were flying the first leg, we were on 2992. So maybe it is using the altitude at standard and not taking into account any barometer settings. Like that would make sense.
Number 654 Sierra Whiskey, Yakima Tower, runway 27, wind calm, clear to land.
Code 727, November 654 Sierra Whiskey.
I don't know. I'm not gonna speculate. Just say that it's wrong and move on. And keep doing our flying here. Was it like this an hour ago? Yeah, it's been like this all day. In fact, it's been like this for like the last month. The entire western United States is on fire.
Thank you.
And there's smoke everywhere and there's no visibility anywhere. So yeah, it's like even if it was delayed, like I know that it was IFR an hour. It was IFR 2 hours ago when I set this flight when I planned this flight out. So that'd be one hell of a delay. It's fine though, whatever. We'll live. Eventually we'll get better planes. Coronado came up with their Mooney today. Should I check out the Mooney? Full Metal Koki, good to see you. MSFS made me fall in love with GA. I was all about airliners. I know, man. Like that's the glory though. The glorious thing about this is that you just put all those complaints aside and you say, you know what, I'm gonna go fly in this part of the world today and I'm gonna fly it in a plane that, whatever, it is what it is. And you're gonna have a blast, you know. You're gonna get reasonably good detail, you're gonna get, you know, Bing map sceneries, or Bing map orthophoto scenery everywhere you go. This stuff is lower resolution, but whatever, that still looks pretty okay. I'm okay with it. Love me a Mooney. I'm actually tempted. Maybe you should, Joe. Maybe you should get it.
Sierra, descend and maintain 4,300.
4,300. 7 Tango Sierra. Black VQ35HR, thanks for 32 months, and Bubba Matuna, thanks for 36 months. Happy Friday from Northwest Ohio. I'm a little late to the stream. Hope all is well. Drinking anything good tonight. I got a coffee imperial stout by a brewery up in Maine tonight, and it's quite delicious. Thank you. Cheers, guys. Thank you very much for your support. Coast Pilot, hello. It's good to see you, Jeremy. Portland's where we're going next. Flying into Yakima now, and then we're gonna head over to Portland.
7230 Delta, San Jose ground.
In this sim, you can identify a town you're flying over, get the marquees of the local football field. You absolutely can do that, can't you? I hadn't thought about that, but that's funny.
Number 7230 Delta, San Jose ground, runway 30 left, taxi via Victor.
Was it 4,300 was the number, yeah.
Taxi over to 30 left via Victor, Charlie.
I don't know, I'm excited. Just picking random airports, flying into them, and see how it looks. Sugar Dunkerton's in Cleveland. Where are you at in Northwest Ohio, Bubba Matuna? You don't have to say if you don't want to, but my old stomping grounds was around Fort Wayne, so I don't think we were too far apart. You can in the U.S. Some other parts of the world, your town might not exist. That's fair enough, yeah. Hot Mike. Hot Mike. Wife and I try to escape the smoke for a while. Oh yeah, the air. I can't even imagine that air quality stuff. Like one of the podcasts I listen, or well, the only podcast I listen to, the guys are all out in the Bay Area, and it just sounds like it's miserable out there. Like I feel awful for you guys. All right, 300 to go. Excuse me. Oh, right, there's an updated 320 out, isn't there? Is it okay? Like, is it good? I haven't even flown the normal 320, much less an updated one. All right, 4,300 feet there. It's probably going to be our last altitude change until we get the approach. A mile out of Route 30, half hour south of Findlay, 1 hour from Fort Wayne. Okay.
This is Freight Tri Romeo, Oakland Center, roger. The Mammoth altimeter.
They added more screens to the panels.
3017 advised prior to any descent.
Oh, like more of the status screens and whatnot? Okay. Am I hand flying? Yeah, I'm hand flying it right now. Am I doing okay?
Sky High 519, contact
good practice.
Approach 124.35.
It's good practice to, practice reading all the instruments, holding the pitch, holding the out, altitude, whatever else, and also reading chat, having a beer. The ones were in op previously. I have to check it out then. One of these days I'll go fly them.
Sky High 519, Portland approach, roger. Portland altimeter 29906.
There's now a screen refresh setting. I heard about that, yeah. Previously there was a mod you could install, right, that would do that.
Alright, and officers are MP frequency November 40.
Cessna 7 Tango Sierra, turn right heading 140.
140, 7 Tango Sierra.
Yakima Tower, 110 Tango, 3 miles, 22.
Number 1 Sierra Tango, runway 22, clear to land, wind 200 at 14.
Clear to land 22, 10 Tango.
Yeah, the autopilot wasn't doing very well for me, so the turns were a little aggressive one way or the other. The altitude was kind of having its problems, so yeah. Yeah, Jeremy, I've got a friend up in Seattle who also was singing the rain god praises. Oh, excuse me. I bet Yakima Tower is going to be next. We can punch that in. 3325. 3325 is ready. Oh, that guy's sitting. Tower, if you can hear me, I'd like to come in and land soon, please.
Tower, left closed, traffic approved. Report midfield, downwind, runway 30 left.
It's like the opposite of the VATSIM guy that shoves his microphone in his mouth. All right, caught it to land. It goes, ready for me, ready.
November 717 Tango Sierra, 2.5 miles from the final approach fix. Turn right heading 240. Maintain 3,800 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 27 approach.
240, 3,800 cleared ILS, 27 approach, 77 Tango Sierra. FPS mod isn't necessarily in patch 2. I suspect not, because the FPS mod it changed the FPS of the displays, which they made that a default thing, which totally makes sense that they would do that. Alright, there's 240.
Number 35 Victor Tango, deck NorCal approach.
Final approach fix is Zaulo, identified at 9.9 DME. I'm going to say we're not going to get fully configured at the final approach fix. There's Needle coming in. Turn into it there.
NorCal approach, November 35 Victor Tango, 7,000.
About 27 something.
Number 35 Victor Tango, NorCal approach, Roger, Sacramento altimeter 2990.
2990, 35 Victor Tango.
Number 6 for Charlie Romeo, Roger, for the flight following is unavailable. Radar service terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Okay. Yeah, it's going back out, so let's turn left just a little bit here. We'll go just a little left to the west. And there's the glide slope coming in, so we'll go ahead and start down. We are 10 miles out.
Sierra, contact Yakima Tower 133.25. Stand by, forgot the frequency. Yakima Tower, it's on the chart.
3325, we got it, 7 Tango Sierra. Contact tower, it's on the chart. Yakima Tower, good evening. It's Cessna 717 Tango Sierra, ILS 27.
We're 717 Tango Sierra, Yakima Tower, runway 27, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 27, 717 Tango Sierra. Alright, let's do about 2,100 RPMs there. Get that nose down, get that descent rate going. Hold that attitude right there. Fantastic.
Bravo 1.
Number 1 Sierra Tango, Roger.
About 5 DME will go approach speed and get everything configured. I'm not going to do it at 9. I'm not going to do it at 10 miles out with the final approach fix.
Bravo Alpha to ramp, cross 27, 1 Sierra Tango, and this frequency.
1 Sierra Tango, Roger, and there's a Skyhawk on a 7-mile final for runway 27.
Land's going to be a right turn.
1 Sierra Tango.
Not just any Skyhawk.
Traffic will cross downfield prior to your arrival.
Something is here. Okay. So while I was away, I shot all 6 of my approaches and flew my hold in one flight for instrument currency. 1.8 hours of flying. Flash 23 was my instrument, or was my safety pilot. And it was good. It's fantastic. I felt pretty good flying. I had made a few mistakes here and there, but for the most part, I felt okay.
November 1374, uniform Tucson clearance, clear to the Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport.
It was nice.
Expect
good to get out.
Vectors to join Victor 105 and then as filed.
Don't mind me, I'm smoking pork butt and ribs 1,000 feet before the runway. Oh, man.
Squawk 5016.
That sounds delicious. Actually, I had ribs for dinner. I had ribs and fake Kraft macaroni and cheese, and it was fantastic.
74, uniform, read back correct.
Alright, there's 6 miles. Let's go ahead and pull the speed back now.
North Bend ground, 12193 Golf, looking for
1,800 RPM is what we're looking for, 500 feet per minute.
2193 Golf, North Bend ground, cleared to the
1 notch of flaps.
Medford Airport.
Here comes the balloon, a little bit. Not too bad.
D-Roy transition, and then as filed. Maintain 1000.
Looking for about 90 knots here.
121.40, squawk 7174.
All right, Money 219 Golf, clear to...
Pushed a little bit left to right here as we get lower.
Atherton, North Bend 7, departure DeRoy transition, maintain 1000, 121.4, and squawk 7174.
Number 219 Golf, read back.
Yeah, 1800 RPMs, 10 degrees, 500 feet per minute. Looks like the number, like it's got the numbers pretty good on what we should be at in this airplane.
Okay, clearance, Cherokee, excuse me, Mooney.
2 mile final runway 27.
VFR, departure to the south with information.
I think he's flying the Coronado, Mooney.
Mooney 458 November Delta.
Kraft mac and cheese is superb. Tell my wife that. My wife finally started buying it for me because I'm like, I like it. Like I really like Kraft macaroni and cheese. I really do. And she says, how can you like that? Like, she makes homemade macaroni and cheese that's fantastic, by the way. But she doesn't understand that sometimes, you know, I like to go back and relive a little bit of my childhood there. Slight little corrections, otherwise looking pretty good. 1800 RPMs, 90 feet or 90 knots,
okay,
500 feet per minute.
Moody, 458 November Delta, GS Central ramp, ready to taxi with Zulu.
458 November Delta,
300 above the minimums.
21,
Obviously we're visual, because of course we are.
218 November Delta.
200 above the minimums. Ah, we got visual. Get the flaps out there. Further back to 1500 RPMs. There comes the sync. Okay, which is where it's going to be. Flaps are down. We're good. All right, let's land this plane. 27. Clearance been received. A little bit of left to right. A couple of bumps here and there. Nothing too bad.
Runway 30 left. Is your flight report?
Number 7230 Delta, taxi via Golf and Victor to the ramp, remain this frequency.
Go down this frequency, taxi over to Signature Flight, Golf, Victor, 30 Delta.
Okay.
Northbound ground, Winnie 2.
That went well. It's a beautiful day in Yakima. You'd think there's nothing happening out here. No smoke whatsoever.
21903 Golf.
I don't know what anybody's complaining about.
Runway 23, taxi via Alpha, correction via Bravo Alpha, cross runway 13.
Runway 23, Bravo, Alpha, cross runway 13, Money 293.
Of course, our...
Skyhawk 7 Tango Sierra, safe parking.
we're going to McCormick Air Center, 7 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, taxi via Alpha, remain this frequency. Have a good night.
Alpha, your frequency, 7 Tango Sierra. We'll talk to you soon. And that's a promise. Unless he's leaving. We cut up hot dogs and put them on the top of the mac and cheese and bacon. I don't like hot dogs. Let's not talk about hot dogs. We could put some, you know what? We could put some pulled pork or some pulled chicken in there. And now we're talking. Definitely ain't gonna do any hot dogs. Anthrax, take it easy, man. Thanks for flying along. Have a good night. Hey. It's me, the airplane on the taxiway. What about pulled hot dogs? That's a different kind of meal. That's not my it's not my thing either. I have no judgment for anybody who might like their pulled hot dogs, but they're not for me. I think you won that game of chicken. I'm pretty sure I did. Well, I don't know. He caused a lot more damage than I would have. My vans are waiting for me here. Landing lights, strobe light. Turn the taxi light off too while we're at it.
Portal approach, Sky High 519, has the weather for Meanview, West ILS, runway 22.
I like that guy's accent.
Skyhawk 519, roger, expect vector Dallas, runway 22 approach.
All right, spark brake is set. Avionics masters can come off. Those can all stay on. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Yakima. What time is it in Yakima? It's West Coast, right? It's be 5:45. I mean, it's beautiful out here. Just, you know, the weather's wrong. Was that my follow me truck? I'll let the flaps down. Whoops. I thought I put those up. Whatever. All right. I'm going to step away for a moment, stretch the legs. You guys know how this goes. It's not supposed to be beautiful right now, right? Yeah. I know, it's supposed to be horrendous out here. I'm going to step away for just a moment, grab myself a, actually, I don't need another beer, I'm good, but go stretch the legs. Probably grab some M&Ms or something. A little snack. If you guys are sticking around, or taking off, thanks for stopping by, for sticking around. We'll see you in a few minutes. The next leg will take us from Yakima down to Portland, where hopefully the weather will be slightly more realistically depicted. Mike TO1, thank you for 6 months. He says neat. Thank you very much, sir. Cheers to you, my friend. Appreciate it. And we'll be right back. No, I'm not doing chip tunes. Let's do that. All right. There you go. Be right back. I just squeezed my finger in my microphone arm and it hurts. You want to do a different plane? Why don't we do that? Let's fly something else. Techno dance party. That's right. Airstini, how you doing, man? Good to see you. All right, so we gotta exit out of this. I got M&Ms. I apologize. They're very delicious. I've flew the Bonanza a couple times already on stream. Most of the stuff I haven't flown have been like bush planes and whatnot. Well, that's a change of pace. KYKM, Yakima. Put ourselves up here at this ramp. And, see, I was thinking about the Baron. Like, we could fly the... Can you fly the Robin IFR? That's a slow plane, though. It'll take us a while to get there. What's this thing? Can we fly this IFR? Fly the Diamond, but we'll fly Slant Alpha. What is this thing? JMB VL3. VL3 JB. The world's fastest ultralight aircraft. I want to load it up. See if we can fly this thing, IFR. That's got radios and whatnot on it. KYKM, that's good, that's good, that's good. Back. Real world weather. Live conditions, blah, blah, blah. Fly. I'm not going to fly a jet. I don't feel like flying a jet. Jets are no good anyway. Oh, iPad. Whoops. Hey. Somebody got it. I like that song. VL3 is not that fast. Well, neither is a Cessna 172. We're only going 100 miles. Uberbot, Ben, thanks for 45 months, man. Appreciate that. Cheers, buddy. Hope you have enjoyed your I won't say fresh air, but your fresher air today. Cheers, man. Thank you, dude. Speed's not the thing I'm worried about. It's avionics. Nah, this isn't going to work. No, there doesn't appear to be a nav radio in here at all. There's just a comm radio. Okay, well, we'll fly that another time. We'll just do the Baron. I was thinking about doing the Baron initially anyway. How's the weather working since the update? Well, Yakima is supposed to be, Yakima is supposed to be 2904 knots, 2 miles, haze, overcast 1000, and it was clear in a million. So, like, it got some of the weather. It seems to maybe get some of the weather right when there's rain and whatnot involved. So, the Seattle departure was pretty good. We flew through a bit of weather and whatnot on the way out that was fairly accurate. But the Yakima stuff is completely hosed and completely wrong. Oh, man. Yeah, let's do the Baron. I haven't flown the Baron yet. Baron. That's the DA-62. Beechcraft Baron G58. There we go. Yes. KYKM. Going to the same spot. Checkity check. No, not custom. That. Yes, fly. Try starting the sim might help. I'm not going to restart the sim. It's wrong, man. Yeah, it's too bad. Like, some of the stuff it seems to be better with, and some of the stuff it doesn't. Like I said, the Seattle stuff was pretty accurate, but out here in Yakima is completely wrong. The Baron will fly you at 4 feet per minute up to flight level 280. There is wind in the U.S. Not sure if it's accurate or not. Base case, good to see you. Yeah, it's still beautiful in Yakima. All right, folks, welcome back. Thanks for sticking around. Yeah, we're gonna fly the Baron. We're gonna fly Slant Alpha though, because we can still, we can do that. Weight and balance. Just fill the tanks up. And PilotEdge connect. Nope. Is it BE58? Oh gosh. Baron. I think it's BE58. Flight aware. Yeah, it is. BE58. Connect. The weather thing, even if delayed, is pretty good. There's a problem in their core that's just omitting data in random places. The wind and that bug with live not working without rebooting. I thought they fixed that though. Like that was in the patch notes that it was supposed to be fixed. I'm not gonna futz around with it. I want to go fly. I'm not gonna sit here. I don't don't take this the wrong way. I don't want to sit here and play configuration manager all evening. I'd like to go just fly the airplane. All right, mixture full, prop full. Left wing on, right wing on. Brakes are set. Call flaps don't matter because it's it's 2020. Everything else is good. All right. Boost pumps on low. Beacon nav. Taxi. Everything else is fine. All right, clear prop. My throttle split. No. Let's fix that real quick. That's the wrong one. Controls. Oh boy. HOTAS Warthog joystick, HOTAS Warthog throttle. Throttle. All. Clear, validate. Throttle axes. Left nope. Throttle 1. Yes. Yes. Throttle 2. Axes. Yes. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we got 2 throttles. Sync our props up. All right. That's good. So let's crack it just a little bit there. Good, good, good. Oh, that wasn't... That was the both setting on the mags. Why are the engines so quiet? What is going on? Why are the engines so quiet? I didn't turn those down, did I? No, that's all turned up. Okay, good. Okay, 2 good engines. Alternators can come on. Boost pumps can come off. Avionics master can come on. And pitot heat. Pitot heat, good. Fuel vent. NOP. Prop heat works. Windshield heat works. Surface de-ice also works. Shouldn't need that though. Cool. All right, let's go plan that flight. We didn't do that yet. All right, KYKM, KPDX, go to routes. YKM, Victor 448's Battleground. That's what we're going to file. Because we are slant alpha, we don't have a GPS. Pay no attention to this thing because we're not going to use it. Over to PilotEdge, file flight plan. IFR, November 717, Tango Sierra, BE58, slant alpha. This thing goes, what, 180? KYKM, KPDX. We're going to go to... we'll go to... Oh, we gotta go high. I guess we gotta go to 16,000 for this airway. Because even the Mocha... Even the Mocha's 14.3. Is there another flight plan we can take that goes south? That doesn't go right over the mountain? That goes way south. Whatever, we'll go over the mountain. It's fine. We'll go to 16,000. That's why we got two big engines in here. 16,000 feet. Good. And that's going to be YKM Victor 448 to Battleground. Check. File. Add plate, YKM airport diagram. Go ahead and hide air server. Hide the iPad. ATIS 2525.
Runway 27 approach in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information golf. Yakima Air Terminal 8 is information golf. 0050 Zulu. Wind 280 at 12. Gust 23. Visibility 4. Haze. Smoke. Ceiling 1,300 overcast. Temperature 21. Dew point 10. Altimeter 2983. Arriving and departing runways 22, 27. ILS runway 27 approach in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information golf.
Okay.
Yakima Air Terminal 8 is information golf. 0.
Clearance ground are both 21-9er. It's definitely windy out. You can feel it pushing the plane around a little bit here. Towers 3325.
Sky 519 for cancellation received.
Oh, is that Goldie? Yakima ground, good evening. Baron 717 Tango Sierra IFR Portland, please.
Seven 717 Tango Sierra Yakima ground. Good evening, Ty. Clear to the Portland Airport, Yakima 7 departure. Radar vectors Yakima VOR. Then as filed. Maintain 10,000. Expect 16,000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 123.8. Squawk 7043.
Good to the Portland Airport, Yakima 7 departure. Radar vectors Yakima VOR as filed. 10,000 departure, 16,000 within 5. Departure 123.8. Squawk 7043. 717 Tango Sierra. It's good to see you, man.
Tango Sierra, be back, Craig.
All right. I haven't heard that voice in a... I haven't been on... This is the first time I've been on PilotEdge in like 2 months. It's been a very long time. Ooh, this actually got something to do. Wow. Yakima 7 departure. On departure, climbing right turn direct to the Yakima VOR. And then a climbing right turn to intercept the Yakima 284 outbound to Titan. Hold. Continue climb and hold to MEA MCA for route of flight, and then on to your assigned route. So we're going to fly to the Yakima VOR. We're going to bang a right turn, and we're going to turn outbound on the 284 radial until we are given further instructions. So we want the Yakima VOR 116.0. We'll do some setup here on the G1000. So 116 point. Everything feels very smooth, by the way. Like the display changes have definitely made a difference. I will say that. So 116.0 is set. Yakima's identified. We're then going to go to PFD, DME, and then bearing 1 and bearing 2. Actually, we'll turn bearing 2 off. We don't need that right now. Leave it on nav 2. It's fine. No data. So what this gets me is a DME reading. It also gets me a pointer that points directly to the Yakima VOR. So the blue line here will point to the VOR, so we can fly that blue line to get ourselves on course once we are on the departure. And then I'll set the course to 284, which is the outbound leg for this departure. Oops, which we will absolutely not end up flying, but whatever. 284. Oh, 283. 284 is the outbound leg. Where's the course button? There it is. Turn. 284 is set. Good. The altitude is gonna... They fixed the altitude knobs. 10,000 feet is also set. And then we're gonna go back. Transponder code. Excuse me, 7043. Set that altitude. And mode Charlie over here as well. All right, the radio's all set up there. The transponder's been set up. All this crap is set up. Let's do 1 notch of flaps. And everything else is fantastic. Hold the brakes down, push the park brake in. Brake checked, brakes are checked. Yakima Ground, good evening. Baron 717 Tango Sierra McCormick Air Center with information Golf.
717 Tango Sierra Yakima Ground, runway 27, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 22 at Alpha.
27 Alpha, cross 22 at Alpha, 717 Tango Sierra. I don't think I've flown this Baron at all. Hilkshake, good to see you. Lifted, good to see you. How you doing, Looney? My favorite Canadian. Yeah, man, good to see you.
Delta connection.
Hello, I am not an idiot.
128.75.
Well, then, you will be just fine here in this stream.
35 Victor Tango.
Some might argue that there are instances where being an idiot is beneficial to this stream.
120.5, 35 Victor Tango.
Well, we're going to say, if you're not an idiot, you'll fit right in. How you doing? How's the flights? Flights are good. Yeah, I mean, the sim's not getting the weather right. It's supposed to be foggy and overcast 1,000 and whatnot here. But the first flight was good. This is the second flight. That's another person.
Mooney, 458 over.
There's 2 people here. A lot of bumps here.
The transmission's coming in broken.
A lot of bumps here in the taxiway at Yakima. Have I ever crashed? Of course not. I have a couple times by accident. But crashing is not the goal.
Zulu, runway 28 right.
Oh. That's somebody flying an airliner.
Victor Tango, San Francisco Tower, good evening, wind 280 at 14, runway 28 right, clear to land.
28.
Right, clear to land.
Boeing.
35
No, that's
Tango.
is it a Boeing model? Can't really tell. I think it's an Airbus model. It's 733 on the map, but yeah.
Approaching runway 0422.
Do the Keith experiment and fail an engine on takeoff. Ooh.
Entered runway
Maybe
22.
not today. Maybe we'll do that next time.
2,900 feet remaining.
All right, landing lights, strobe lights.
Approaching runway 22.
Do just a little bit off on the mixture for max
3
power.
Golf, connect Cascade approach 124.3.
We'll go to tower 3325, and then departures 23.8. Looney, this is probably some flying that you haven't seen, if ever. It's about to get real. Yakima Tower, good evening. Baron 717 Tango Sierra holding short runway 27.
717 Tango Sierra, Yakima Tower, wind 29013, gust 20, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff from me 27, 717 Tango Sierra.
Approaching runway 27.
Cascade approach, windy 293 Golf.
On departure, right turn, direct to Yakima,
runway
across Yakima,
27,
right turn,
7,400 feet remaining.
Bravo to runway 32.
Clear left. Go to the light. Lights are set.
293 Golf,
Camera
Cascade
is
approach,
set.
KDV Medford altimeter 2993.
Action
expected.
is set. Let's go flying.
93 Golf, thanks.
27 identified, and our instrumentation matches.
Three Golf, did you want it from Wissip or Victor's final name?
Wissip would be great.
Plane's very heavy.
I like a man who likes to fly an arc.
Gotta do it.
Indeed.
I'm feeling the left to right on the winds. Airspeed's alive, T-speed's in the green. Here's our rotation speed.
Tri-Cities inbound full stop.
Number 458 November Delta Chinook approach Tri-Cities all altimeter 29790.
29790 November Delta.
Number 2193 Golf at Wissip cleared the localizer DME back course Bravo approach circle line runway 3.
Good lord.
At Wissip cleared loc DME back course.
Somebody's strapping
Bravo
on his big
to
boy
runway
pants.
32, windy 293 Golf.
Number 717 Tango Sierra connection of departure.
Departure 7 Tango Sierra. We'll see you. Chinook departure, good evening, Baron 717 Tango Sierra, 2,500 climbing 1010,000.
717 Tango Sierra, Chinook departure, radar contact, maintain 10,000.
Maintain 10,000, 717 Tango Sierra.
Alaska 52 cross Bear, Hatton, maintain 16,000.
Alright, right turn. Oops, a little steep there.
Chinook approach, Goody 458
That's direct to our VOR.
Max is 17 miles to the northeast, Tri-Cities.
VOR is 5 miles out.
8 November Delta, I have on radars, no problem.
Keep that climb going. Alright, turn taxi lights off, gear up, lights are out. Flaps are in, indicated taxi light can come off. Everything else can stay on. He's got a rather dramatic tendency to list to the left. That's good to know.
Yakima Ground, good evening, November 401.
Hey, it's Ian.
Here's the Diamond off Alpha 3. We're looking for the VFR departure to.
I was new to everything and flew way too low on
Southwest.
approach. I was an idiot when it came to this game. We were all there somewhere. Everybody has to learn at some point. You know, it happens. If that's the only mistake you've made, then you're doing okay, I think.
27 taxi by Alpha, cross runway 22 at Alpha.
Oh, who's Looney? I see only listed, right?
Cross 22 at Alpha, please roll and take us here.
Strike Eagle, good to see you, man. Sorry I missed you, buddy. Jojo C, good to see you as well. I do remember this missing. I remember the missing altitude knob in the Bonanza. All right, 1.5 miles out. We'll cross that VOR here in just a moment, and then we'll make the big right turn, intercept the radial outbound. Such a weird departure.
458 November Delta radar service terminated. Contact Tri-Cities Tower.
All right, there's a cone of confusion there.
Tri-Cities Tower 135.3 at November Delta.
Air station crossing.
Tri-Cities Tower, Mooney, 458 November, Delta is inbound.
Put ourselves in our standard rate turn. 130, 135 knots seems fine. I don't know what the speeds to climb this airplane are at, or are.
21 left will report 3 mile final air Delta, and I also have information Zulu.
Roger.
Roger. We are all information
7 Tango
Zulu.
Sierra, flight 240, join Victor 448, resume on navigation.
240, Victor 448, resume on nav, 77 Tango Sierra. Alright, 240 is right there. There's 240. And, what is the airway coming out of here? I should have the right chart up to see that. 221. No, yes, 221. Ah, geez, now it's listening to the right. Can you just give me heading mode, please? Light change 130, heading mode set there. Okay. Course knob needs to go to, what I say, 221. .221 is set. Okay. Up we go. Comes 10,000 feet.
Seven Tango Sierra, connect Seattle Center 132.6.
32.6, 77 Tango Sierra.
35 Victor Tango taxi, ramp 5 Charlie, monitor ground, point 8, we'll see you.
Charlie, monitor
32.6.
ground, point 8, 35 Victor Tango.
Seattle Center, good evening. Baron 717 Tango Sierra, 1010,000.
717 Tango Sierra, Seattle Center, good evening. Climb and maintain 16,000. Yakima altimeter is 284.
16,084, 77 Tango Sierra. All right, altitude 16,000. We're gonna go flight change. One of those buttons is flight change. That's the one. Flight change at 100. Ah, just give me one move per button press.
401 Tango Sierra, Yakima Tower on course approved. Runway 27, clear for takeoff.
I overshot.
013 gust 20.
I overshot the airway. Because I'm a bad pilot. Didn't overshoot it by much. We're going to assume all the people in the Baron tonight have their oxygen on.
November Delta, thanks. Runway 21 left, clear to land. The wind 140 at 5.
Alright, props back to prop sync on is good. Manifold pressure's in the green, so we're fine with that. Everything else looks good. Great. Whew! Bit of a handful. Nav mode, VOR. Watch it overcompensate to the left. Actually, it didn't do too bad. So the autopilot in the G1000 appears to be better than the autopilot that was in the 172. Am I on the West Coast server? I am flying on PilotEdge tonight. I am not on a multiplayer server this evening. Fearless Guster, good to see you though. Sot, good to see you as well. What are my specs? I have a AMD 3900X. I have an RTX 2080 Ti. I have 32 gigs of RAM. If you want to see anything else, it's all below my screen, down in the panels and whatnot, down below, somewhere. Goldsy, good to see you, by the way. Happy Friday, dude. It's good to see you again. I mentioned earlier, I haven't been on PilotEdge for probably almost 2 months now. I think we should be on the other side here. No, ain't much to see on that side. The sunlight is not conducive to making this a very good picture. So we'll try again later. that case, welcome back. Thank you. It's good to be back. It's very good to be back, actually. Yeah. Yeah, so the avionics are not very good. We've already talked about that.
Bravo. No letter I's allowed in the U.S. civil call sign.
But you can totally fly these planes using slant alpha without any issues. Ah, Max! Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for the tier 3, Max. 45 months. Cheers. Thank you so much, dude.
Destination ATIS is 128.35.
How was your flight, man? Did you make it home? I saw your responses. I didn't have a chance to get back to you.
064.
It was dinner time and then it was stream time. Thank you again, Max. Hope you're doing okay, buddy. Why are O's not allowed in U.S. call signs? Because O's and zeros are too close to one another. Are zeros allowed? I'm not even sure I've seen a zero before. Yeah. I think in some foreign countries, because I think in other places around the world they use pretty much just letters, right? They don't think they use as many if any numbers. 0 and 1 are fine. I and O are not allowed. There you go.
Great November Delta, Roger. Make left.
So Goldie 77 there is our brilliant and wonderful controller this evening. Yeah, so we did the first flight in the 172. The weather out of Seattle was actually pretty good. I thought it was depicted very well. The weather into Yakima was not so good.
3023.
And we'll see how it is going into Portland. What I'm interested in is knowing if this is going to actually capture the right altitude. I think it's probably going to stop at 15,900 if I had to take a guess. Because it's starting to level off here. Ah, jeez. Is this a Baron? Yes, it is. Yeah, this is the default Baron. Did I hear about the new rule on PilotEdge? I did not. What's the new rule? Are you not allowed to say see ya anymore? Don't suck. Well, that's been the rule all along. Just a Baron pilot video. Where's Kim? No, Max, I was saying that's the first time I've been on PilotEdge in 2 months. Yeah, it stopped at 15.9. Your bio says you use VATSIM and PilotEdge. What makes you choose one or the other on a given day? If I want to fly with full ATC, guaranteed ATC on the West Coast, I will fly on PilotEdge. If I decide I want to go fly somewhere else and have partial or different ATC, then I'll fly on VATSIM. But it mostly comes down to where I want to fly and what kind of people I want to fly. You can't fly as Bo 717 Tango Sierra, i.e. Boeing 717 Tango Sierra or Airbus 2RF. You can only fly and file as... Oh! I think that's how it's always been, Max. Because BOE would be like an airline. Would be like American. So you could fly Boeing 717, or you could fly American 717. But if you wanted to fly 717 Tango Sierra or 2RF, you'd have to file the N. And you'd call yourself Boeing based on the airplane, right? It's new. Oh. Okay. I didn't know that. I guess I never tried to do that either. Huh. Interesting. Boeing company files BOE. Yeah. I think you could, but I think you could file BOE in like the numbers, right? At least that's what I would think in the real world. Now, if PilotEdge is doing something different, then so be it. Interesting.
Delta, runway 2 on the left, clear 2 land.
Well, I'm sorry you got told off. Max, have you been on PilotEdge much? Like, have you spent a lot of time in the new sim lately? I think I saw that you were flying a fair bit back in X-Plane and P3D, right? Or at least back in X-Plane. It's a decidedly middle-of-the-road beer. Like, it's not exceptional. It's not offensive. It's just kind of okay. Weird. Some of the Euro airlines fly with numbers and letters. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, at least British Airways will file with letters and numbers. The new sim drives me crazy for IFR stuff. Dude, the GPS is so bad. If you're flying on the needles, it's generally okay. The thing that's concerning to me is the altitude. The fact that it's not adhering to the right altitude. What if I put in... If I put in plus 100, maybe that will give me the right altitude. Yeah, what drives me nuts is it not holding the correct altitude that I have punched in, because it's using some other number that's not taking into account barometric pressure, or the barometer setting. Scarebus driver, good to see you, my friend. How you doing, buddy? My immersion with MSFS has been at 38%. That's fair enough.
Right, November Delta, Roger.
It's a nice change of pace. The sim hasn't crashed on me tonight, so that's a bonus. If it were X-Plane, I'd be running at like 15 frames a second, probably 3 crashes.
Descend and maintain 16,000, correct?
It is beautiful when it works.
Oh, that's 52. Yeah, bear at 16,000.
But I'm sure we'll be back in X-Plane at some point soon.
That's what I thought you said. I just want to double check.
But I took a little break from flying, which was nice. And it's been good. It was good to take a couple weeks off and then come back with a fresh set of eyes. What is PE reporting?
654 Sierra Whiskey, Yakima clearance clear to the Tri-City.
Well, he's going to see me. So he's going to see me probably at my.
Maintain 10,000 and expect.
I don't actually know.
13,000 5 minutes after departure.
Is he going to see me at my GPS altitude? Because they see me at 16,055, which is probably the GPS altitude. Goldsy, what do you show me at for your altitude, man? Are you able to, like, what kind of granularity do you have? Do you see me at 16,1, 16,000, something different? As you're talking to somebody else.
Lake approach 135.5.
I flew the 747 on PilotEdge. I haven't sweated that hard in a long time. Yeah, I'm not touching those airliners, dude. The extent of my airliner flying was when we did the fiery volcanic sacrifice at the 787s.
Oscar 52, Salt Lake approach. Good evening. The altimeter 299 thanks for Sierra. Descend.
Is it using pressure altitude? It's probably what it's using. Yeah, that's probably the number.
16 left approach.
I knew there was a designator for what it was doing, and I think pressure altitude is the right one. But I've been able to get the G1000 to pick up the glide slope and approach mode doing an ILS. I'll probably just fly it by hand myself. Yeah, the autopilot seems lacking. It's all right though. I still like being up here. I still enjoy flying these airplanes. I think the planes fly pretty well for the most part. I think the scenery's beautiful. Like.
India Bravo, Roger, thanks. And you can plan a straight in for runway 4. Advise me at the airport.
How about that? It's a pretty good screenshot. That little crescent moon up there. Is it Mount Hood? I think so. It's Mount Adams, sorry.
Lake Center 135.77.
That was for me.
1359, contact Salt Lake Center 135.77.
135.77, Alaska 1359.
Good eye, Mike.
For 1374 uniform, connect Albuquerque Center 128.4.
Yeah, we'll get some real planes on here soon enough. In the meantime, there's a new Coronado plane came out. That Mooney 404 said he was going to buy it and let us know how it is.
Seattle Center, King Air, November 214.
Not to put you on the spot, Joe.
214 Tango Kilo, Seattle Center.
Seattle Center, King Air, November 214 Tango Kilo on the ground in Tillamook with an IFR to Roseburg, ready to copy.
Number 214 Tango Kilo, Roger, center request, standby.
Salt Lake City Center, Alaska 1359380.
Alaska 1359, Salt Lake Center, Roger. Number 615 India Bravo, contact Amarillo Tower 118.3.
Yeah, 404 stream not found, right? I didn't say you had to stream it.
17 Tango Sierra, connect Seattle Center 121.4.
214 717 Tango Sierra. I think I missed that first call.
Albuquerque Center, Skyhawk 137 for uniform 8000.
Number 615 India Bravo, Amarillo Tower, wind 110 runway 4, clear to land.
All right, so we're going to actually have some weather going into Portland, it looks like.
Number 2193 Golf, connect Medford Tower 119.4.
Seattle Center, Baron 717 Tango Sierra 16000.
717 Tango Sierra, Seattle Center, the Portland altimeter 2997.
97.
2193 Golf, Medford Tower, good evening, circle your discretion, runway 32, clear
All right,
to land,
97.
the wind 290 at 11.
So let's go ahead and set our altitude back to 16,000 and go vertical speed down. Rising Road, good to see you. Iowa Scotsman, good to see you. How you guys doing? Think about picking up the game. Never played any of the others. What's the objective, if any, besides flying place to place, to use an in-game currency to pick up more planes or time compression, all that real time?
4 Tango Clear, clear to the Roseburg Airport via
bit by bit.
That is filed.
What's the objective of the game? Just to fly around. There are some missions. There are some things that you can do, but for the most part, this is fly around and see stuff. Is there an in-game currency to pick up more planes? Not in the base game, but there are third-party things. On air is one people have been talking about lately. FS Economy is another one that a lot of folks use. So there are third-party things that sit around the game that tie into the game that you can have the currency and the sort of gamification experience. Is there time compression? It is. There is. You can turn time compression on. Yes.
Wilco 4 Tango Kilo.
Otherwise, it's real time. I think you can turn time compression on. I've never tried.
1359. Yeah, I'd just like to step by for a couple minutes.
Yeah, no problem. Just let me know when you're back.
So this looks like it's getting the smoke up here. Just maybe it was back there that the weather was all screwed up.
192 is clear to the Seattle Tacoma
Because this is definitely looking poopy.
Falls transition and then as filed, maintain 10,000.
You can turn on time compression. Gotcha. Bretson, how you doing, man?
Squawk 6701.
If you really enjoy learning, it's a great game to learn a ton about aviation. Yep. And you can get it for free with Game Pass. So if you've got Game Pass, then use that and get the standard version. If you don't have Game Pass, spend $1, get a month of Game Pass, and get the standard version of the sim, and you'll know pretty quickly if it's for you or not. I've had more than a few people that have sent me messages saying, hey, I wasn't into flight simulation. I'm really enjoying Flight Simulator. Can you recommend hardware for me to buy? One of my very good friends is going to Denver tonight to buy a flight stick. Because she's been flying around with her controller and said, well, it's fun, but I suck at the controller and I want to try something better. So there is a Mooney in 2020. Yes, Caronado has put a Mooney out. So the Mooney is going to be like a Piper Archer with more power, and probably, or like the Mooney will probably fly identical to the Baron, the way they do things. Game Pass is leaving beta. They're raising the price to $10 a month. That sucks. Just get it. Like Ultimate's going to stay $15 a month, right? Or are they raising the price on that too? But the first month is $1. Oh yeah, Discord Nitro. They're giving away 3 months of Game Pass, aren't they? I gotta make sure I claim that. Oh, streamer mode's enabled on Nitro. We'll do that later. I'll put a note for myself. Nitro. Game Pass. Get my free time. I got Game Pass out through I think June or July of next year, so I'm due to recharge it a few months and make sure that I'm keeping it. I always buy it when it's on sale. How's the climb performance? This plane I had no issues. This plane we were up to 16,000 without any problems. I'm all about aviation. I just haven't played a sim that's civilian-based, normally flying around in DCS world. Yeah, I would definitely say get Game Pass, try this, and see if it's your thing. You kind of make your own fun with this thing. There are, like I said, there are third parties that make objectives and things that you can do to tie into the game. But for the most part, it's like, hey, I want to go for a nice leisurely cruise here, and then you hop in an airplane and you go fly around there. Like it's just it's a very different kind of experience from any other game, if you will. It's very different from DCS, that's for sure. What's the beverage that almost died? It was a coffee imperial stout.
Salt Lake approach, altimeter 29904.
That is very much done. It was okay. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. I probably wouldn't get it again. And apparently we've got ice. Oh. What'd I do there? No. What did I hit? Oh, crap. Two, 2, 1. There you go. We got icing, so let's go windshield heat, stall warning, fuel. Nope, those don't work. Turn the prop heat on. What is the temp outside? Oh, -4. Okay, yeah, that's reasonable that we might see some icing. Okay, we're good though. Just keep an eye on our airframe. We're gonna look for ice building up on the leading edge of the wings, and if they are, we'll turn the anti-ice there on as well. But I'll leave the windshield and prop heats on for now. There's no reason not to. Up, up. D. Lawson says go really low. We can't right now. We're flying high and we're flying IFR. So the way I'm flying right now, I have full ATC control through a network called PilotEdge. PilotEdge, there's a wonderful controller named we call him
5 Indy Bravo, Roger, ramp via Papa.
That's him.
You can remain this frequency.
And Goldsy is one of our favorite Canadians.
1374 uniform, connect Phoenix approach 128.65.
Phoenix approach 128.65.
Giving us our brilliant control tonight. Yeah, I accidentally I used a mouse wheel on my my course indicator.
1374 uniform Phoenix approach. Thanks for echo. The altimeter 2979. Expected visual approach runway 7 right.
Okay, let's grab digital ATIS here. Pilot Center ATIS KPDX. Portland International Airport information Quebec. We got Quebec. 120 at Niner. 10 statute miles, scattered 1,300, broken 2,000. Almost get a visual coming in here. 16 Celsius, 15 on the dew point, altimeter 29907. And arriving to parties, runway 10 left and 10 right. ILS 10 left and runway 10 right approach are in use. So we want the ILS
193 Golf Roger, ramp via Alpha and Bravo.
10 left is what we'd like to have. That's what we'll plan for. ILS 10 left is what we're going to plan for. VFR departures, contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading altitude if flight phones requested. Notice airmen, runway 321 closed. Oh, runway 3 and 21 are closed. Yeah. Okay. Read back all runway assignments. Hold short instructions. Advise initial contact. You have information. Quebec. I said he's one of our favorite Canadians. I did not say he was the favorite Canadian. There are no favorite Canadians. There's no one Canadian that we like more than anybody else.
Salt Lake Tower, 119.
We like Goldsy. We like Helipilot. We like Cosmic. We like Flight Chops. You know, all those people are great people. And all the Canadians who I forgot about, I apologize. And I think by apologizing to a Canadian, it means that I'm okay, right? Don't forget about Gordon Lightfoot. Oh. I don't know who Gordon Lightfoot is. J.K. Raymer, good to see you, by the way. No issues with autopilots randomly shutting off. Not yet. This is the first... Tonight is the first time I've flown in two weeks. So, yes. First time I've flown in 2 weeks.
7 Tango Sierra, connect Portland approach, 124.35.
2435, 7 Tango Sierra. 24... 35. Pearl approach, good evening, Baron 717 Tango Sierra 16000, information Quebec.
717 Tango Sierra, Portland approach, good evening, thanks for Quebec, the altimeter 299.7, descend and maintain 10,000, expect the ILS runway 10 left approach.
Okay, 10,000, we'll expect that, 717 Tango Sierra. Alright, let's go 10,000 feet, I forgot to change over my VOR. We'll do that in a moment. Vertical speed down, 1,000 feet per minute. Pull the power back just a touch there. We're going to go sync the heading bug by clicking.
Tower 605, India Bravo. We appreciate your help. Thanks for the information. Have a good night.
Take care, see ya.
You did great, son. Thank you so much for your help tonight. Was it 3 months of Ultimate? Or just Game Pass PC?
Oscar 1359, roger.
Roger. All right, so we sync the heading bug by pushing in the heading knob. We go to heading mode. We're then going to tune into the battleground VOR. I switch to my IFR load chart. Battleground 16.6. I should have already done this. It's fine, though. I kind of forgot. Battleground's identified. That's going to be the reciprocal of 039er. Which is right there. Nav mode. Watch it. Ooh, hey, we're in the clouds. Watch for icing. -4 Celsius. That could be a problem.
214 Tango Kilo, Seattle Center.
Yep, it is a problem. I'm starting to see some ice build up, so let's go surface ice auto.
0150, change to advisory frequency, approved, report airborne.
So we don't want to spend any more time in these clouds than we have to. Wow, that's ominous. Holy cow. That's the smoke.
November 1374, uniform turn left, heading 300, vector final approach course, descend and maintain 5,000.
Turn left, heading 300, descend and maintain 5,000.
Instrument approach 10 left ILS. Instrument approach flight diagram. Nope, not for flight diagram. Delete.
Yakima ground, November 6540, Whiskey at Alpha, ready for taxi.
654 Sierra Whiskey, runway 27, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 22 at Alpha.
Runway 27 via Alpha and cross runway 22 on Alpha, November 4 Sierra Whiskey.
Alaska 52 terminal via hotel, monitor ground, have a good night.
Taxi to terminal.
Okay, we're going to fly localizer, we're going to fly the ILS 10 left approach into Portland. 111.3 is tuned up and ready to go. We'll get the approach course when we got it. 8,500 feet of runway to work with. Minimums today are going to be 293 AGL. I think I can set that. So we'll call it 300. We'll just call it 300 feet. Set that. Good. Missed approach straight ahead 800 feet. Left turn 4,200 feet to intercept the radial off of battlegrounds.
We're ready to go.
We're ready to go.
192 Salt Lake Tower,
right,
turn
great.
right, heading 295. Runway 16 left, clear for takeoff, and 120 at 5.
Gonna say tower's probably next, but we'll find out. 10 left tower is 18.7.
192.
18.7. Set. Get depends how you doing, Ashley. It's like flying in Colorado, right?
7 Tango Sierra, fly heading 240, vector final approach course, and I maintain 6,000.
240, 6,000, 77 Tango Sierra. All right, 240. Oops, that was the wrong. Didn't know that did that. Heading mode 6,000.
Approach, could you confirm that was 300 for 137 uniform?
74 uniform, indeed it was 300.
Thank you.
Okay. Whew, we got a lot of ice. Think the anti-ice is working? Is there anybody else flying in here?
We're 214 Tango Kilo, Seattle Center ident.
Not really. Nah.
4 Tango Kilo.
I'd report the icing if I thought it would matter, but it ain't gonna matter because nobody else is flying here.
Level 190.
But we're definitely picking up a lot of ice. Can you see the anti-ice working? Supposed to be the boots. No. There's a shot. Yeah, right? Man. Well, it seems to have nailed the weather for Portland. For as wrong as it got Yakima, it's doing a pretty good job here. All right, crossing 10,000 for 6,000. °C outside. We should start to see some of this melt off here in a second. Or at least, excuse me, at least in a little bit. Ooh, that was, sorry about that. Kind of gross. Oh, it's only new Xbox people? Really? Oh, that sucks. Go figure. Pyrep, light. I think that's more than light rhyme, man. If there was somebody else flying in here, I'd call the Pyrep in, but I ain't gonna worry about it. All right, let's tune up on the ILS there. That's ready to go. VDG, IVDG, good.
Delta 192, connect Salt Lake departure.
Ken Duras, what's going on, JP? It's good to see you, man. Happy Friday.
Good evening, departure Delta 192 6 point.
We're doing some undecidedly, some decidedly not JP type of flying.
Maintain flight level 230.
Flying into Portland on this beautiful, well, haunting approach, we'll call it.
27, ready for departure.
654 Sierra Whiskey, Yakima Tower, wind variable at 4, my 27, clear for takeoff.
So there's a cell off to my right.
654 Sierra Whiskey.
Go to map, weather, nope. GPS, next rad. Yeah, so we flew through some stuff. What is not JP type of flying? You know, IFR with ATC. Shooting ILS approaches. Tracking needles.
Going to maintain 3,000.
3,000, 7 Tango Sierra. How you doing, man? Haven't seen you for a while. I'll have to stop in and say hi. You gonna stream tonight? Happy Saturday, actually. It's like, what time is it over there, man? You probably just woke up, right?
4,000, 74 uniform.
Well, I know your sleep schedule's all screwed up, so maybe not. The airport's like right there. I'm gonna turn the anti-ice off because it's not doing anything anyway. Leave the windshield heat on.
192, clear direct Corver and join the departure.
Everything else looked good.
Direct Corver, join the
Waiting for the Moody to
Delta
download. Oh, nice. Okay. So you're gonna be the guinea pig. Check it out. Yeah, 2 p.m. Okay, it's almost 10 here. I'm getting tired. Very tired. Be alright though, we'll get through this. Don't worry about it, man. There's people hanging around. It's getting late here. Usually the crowd gets a little quiet towards the end. Folks are doing whatever they're doing. It's 10 p.m. Yeah. Focused on the weather fix on Class B and Class C airports. Yep. Nightbird, what are your VFR cloud clearances in inside Class B airspace? Just chillin', says Stan. Stan's got the right idea. This is live weather. This is live weather. Caviar 4, good to see you. Yeah, Portland is reporting 1209 or 10 miles, scattered 1300, broken 2000 in the real world. I actually think it's getting it right. I do want the wind. Dim clouds, right? Got the golden hour going on. We're flying over Portland, Oregon. KPDX. Kilo Papa Delta X-ray.
190. Looks like something messed up with your transponder.
Humdrum, good to see you.
Squawk 67.
Caviar 4, welcome aboard. Happy Friday, guys.
We'll check it in. Does that from time to time. We'll reset it, sir. Delta 192.
The visuals just, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the airplanes and the avionics and all that stuff are what they are, but the visuals are like, oh. Especially as we're about to dive back into this stuff. So yeah, if you just tune in, we'll be on the ground here probably next 5-10 minutes, probably 5 minutes. Gonna get us a little lower here. He's gonna turn me to left here in just a moment, and then we'll be en route for the ILS. Going brace for impact.
Delta 192, we've reset, sir. Just want to make sure you're picking us up 6701.
Delta 192, yep, looks good now, thank you.
Oh man, the sun shining through that was wild. It's very strange when you actually are descending into the clouds and you can see out in front of you in the real world. It feels incredibly wrong. Especially after your primary training when you spend so much time. You remind me of Keith flying
Delta
that Baron.
192, connect Salt Lake
Don't
Center,
say that.
128.72.
Live ATC in the background. Nope, this is a network called PilotEdge. I'm actually getting ATC services.
Salt Lake Center, 128.
That gentleman's Goldsy. Goldsy's my controller this evening. He's also hanging out in chat here tonight, but he's gonna vector me in. So every voice you're hearing is either Goldsy doing the ATC stuff or other pilots that are also in their simulator.
Turn right heading 040, maintain 4000, full establishment. Localizer cleared ILS runway 7 approach.
So that guy is flying in his simulator.
190.
1907 Sales here. All right, let's turn the autopilot off. Zero.
Delta 192, Salt Lake Center, good evening, climb and maintain flight level 380.
190, 3,000 feet. Let's turn the flight director off too, because I don't need that.
40 Whiskey, connect Chinook departure.
Auto Chinook, November 6540 Whiskey.
7 Tango Sierra 4 from Buxton, turn left heading 130, maintain 3,000 till establish on a localizer, quit ILS, runway 10 left approach.
Okay, 130, 3,000 till establish, quit ILS, 10 left approach, 77 Tango Sierra.
Chinook departure November 6540 Whiskey, 9,800, climbing 10,000.
654 Sierra Whiskey, Chinook departure, radar contact.
Monterey clearance, Cherokee 8870,
Juliet, 130.
IFR to Salinas, ready to copy.
Ready, copy. 130, 3,000, wait for those needles to start moving. Let's go ahead and go props full.
Radio 70 Juliet, Monterey clearance clear to the Salinas Airport, 207 departure, and then a direct, maintain 7,000, departure frequency 121.3, squawk 4001.
turn in.
Toro 7 departure and direct flight, maintain 7,000, 121.3, 4001 on the squawk.
3,000 on the localizer.
Juliet, read back, correct. For 7-4 uniform, connect Phoenix Tower, 120.9er.
3,000-ish.
Phoenix Tower, 120.9er, Sky High Quad Base.
654 Sierra Whiskey, connect Seattle Center on 132.6.
132.6, November 654 Sierra Whiskey, Sierra.
All right, 5.7 DME is our final approach fix.
4,000 ILS 7 right.
137 for uniform Phoenix Tower, runway 7 right, clear to land, wind is calm.
Clear to land, runway 7 right, Skyhawk 7.
SFG, take it easy. Just Goldie still give $1 million vectors. That was pretty good.
654 Sierra Whiskey, Seattle
That was
Center,
pretty good, man.
3000 Yakima altimeter 285.
Dude, this is like haunting. Holy crap. Wow. Talk about golden hour. It's 1 dot. We're 9.4 out. Final approach fix is 5.7. Decent. .7 at 2,000 feet.
7 Tango Sierra, connect Portland Tower, 118.7.
Tower 18.7, 7 Tango Sierra. Portland Tower, good evening, Baron 717, Tango Sierra, ILS 10 left.
717 Tango Sierra, Portland Tower, good evening, the wind 110 at 9er, runway 10 left, clear to land.
Clear to land 10 left, 717 Tango Sierra. Left to the left. Let's get the power back, get the speed back. Gears coming down. Nose up, nose up, nose up. Plane left.
Monitor ground, Cherokee 8870 Juliet. Ready to taxi, IFR / request runway 10 right for departure.
Grade 870 Juliet, monitor ground, runway 10 right, taxi by Alpha.
Taxi by Alpha 10 Juliet, and we have Zulu weather.
Okay, gears down, 3 green, flaps are at approach. Lights are all set. Clearance has been received.
For 214 Tango Kilo, no rush, but advising you have the weather down at Roseburg and an approach request to be happening. Yeah, no rush, lots of time.
293 are the minimums. Left of the line, chasing it.
2 mile final runway 10 left.
Thank you. Can you imagine this in the real world, man? How bad it would smell right now to start with?
Alaska 1359, connect Salt Lake Center 128.72. .12872.
Okay, got lights.
Monterey Tower, Cherokee 70 Juliet, ready to go 10 right.
300 above.
70 Juliet, Monterey Tower, runway 10 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 10 right, 70 Juliet.
200 above. It's got a Jerry approach going here.
1359 Salt Lake Center, good evening.
It's a half mile, right? 2,400 feet? Yeah. Okay, there's minimums. Runway's in sight.
654 Sierra Whiskey Connection, Chinook approach 128.75.
Yeah, it's a half mile. Jesus, can you believe this? Whoa.
Chinook approach November 654 Sierra Whiskey 13000.
654 Sierra Whiskey, Chinook approach, Tri-Cities altimeter 2980. Information Bravo. Expect the ILS runway 21 right. Just let me know if you'd like something else.
We'll expect 21 right. We have information Bravo November 654 Sierra Whiskey.
Sierra Whiskey.
Welcome to the sixth level of hell. That is Portland, Oregon. Holy crap, dude. Why is it so orange? Because it's filled with smoke. And it's also golden hour. Like, the sun's about to set. And it's all smoke.
And ramp via Alpha remains frequency.
Okay, right, ramp Alpha, your frequency. 7 Tango, so have a great night, Goldsy.
See you, Ty. Good to see you, man.
You as well. Hey, did you see this weather?
4 Tango Kilo, Roger, expect. I did indeed.
Smoke is simulated, yeah. Yeah, I don't think this is super accurate to what it is right now. Because right now there's supposed to be marginal VFR. But I think it's accurate to what it was maybe an hour ago. Yeah, so it's supposed to be 10-mile visibility at the moment. That's my turn. No, I didn't. Go to the next one.
654 Sierra Whiskey, turn left heading 060 vector, final approach course is going to maintain 5,000.
Left heading 060 and 5,000, November 654 Sierra Whiskey.
Well, hey. Oh, you. Welcome to Mars. Wow. So, yeah. That happened. That's exactly what it has looked like. Yeah, I don't think it's that way now, is it, Coast Pilot? At least not according to the METAR, but this is certainly accurate to what I have seen. On the internet or on the news and whatnot. Man, it's just haunting. That is just, wow. I don't even know what to say. Welcome to Portland, I guess. Rose Mobile, thanks for your support. Welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. I got water for you today. Cheers. Thank you so much. Well, friends, that's going to do it for us tonight. We're want to thank you all for coming out this evening. It was good to go. It was good to be away. It's good to come back. 404, thanks for gifting a sub. Cheers. D Money's good to see you, buddy. UHM, how you doing? Thank you, 404. If we change the time of day, it'll probably look like normal gray overcast. Well, where's the fun in that, though? UHM, thanks for 4 months, man. Good to see you as well. Cheers, my friend. Thank you so much. And Shane, good to see you. Well, let's find somebody to go watch. I don't know. We'll go watch John Fly. I host John Fly for a while. We'll go watch John Fly. Friends, associates, colleagues, thank you guys all so much for coming out tonight. It has been an absolute blast. I'm so happy to be back. I really had a good time. It was nice to go fly some IFR stuff, go back to the roots, and end with this. Whatever this is. Yeah, we'll be back with probably some golf on Wednesday and some more flight sims on Friday. So I hope you guys all have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon. Toodles.